Listen, it's hot. It's hot. It's hot. Clarissa Shields put her hands on Alicia Baumgardner, not the bomb. Oh, she's such a hater. This girl need to go to jail. Alicia, we love you, boo. We love you so much. Please, please, please. I see some food saying this is boxing. That's what they supposed to do. No, baby, please, 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 please press charges against this monster. She needs to be stopped right here, right now. We gonna talk about Adrian Broner too, maybe. I don't know, cause I got my food. It's hot, and I don't know. I'm cutting patterns up because I want to sew, and they trying to throw me on this early load. Doesn't make any sense. It's taking away my entire day, and you know they gonna kick rocks on that, cause that's where we at with that. I done said 1,000 different ways. I don't now have the hours to pick that load up in time. And I'm not going to do no crunch time trying to get no load there. I don't care. So anyway, I'll build that later. Okay, so where's the guy? Because I was listening to this dude, and he really got her together. I'm hoping he's still in the playlist. He really got her together real good. I'm talking about real good. So I don't put my hair in a bun. It is hot. I got some AC kicking from the back, but it ain't kicking like shit. They got stray cats over here. I got a problem with that. Everybody want to feed cats, little cats. They got mange and everything else going on. And I'm just... Get an online quote today for our secure, convenient, and affordable moving and storage solution. I don't do cats, so they gotta go. Moving and storage made simple family. However, that needs to be done. Okay, however that needs to be done.
My daughter and I were going through old pictures, and
so
I honestly didn't even.
So from what I understand, Claressa went to
change,
Alicia's event.
It's not always something you can just diet your way out of. That's why I recommend
hating and looking for attention.
Through TrimRx, I was connected with a licensed provider.
Claressa needs to leave Alicia alone. First of all, Claressa
was right for me. Then I got a point.
I'm gonna try to keep my composure because I really want to say some stuff because I can't stand Claressa, and I can't believe she put her hands on the bomb. And I can't believe there's some of y'all out there trying to justify it, trying to make excuses for her, this and that, and hello from Bangalore. Hi, pretty far. Good to have you here. Can you hit the like button, please? Thank you. I just don't condone her behavior, her attitude, her nothing. And you know, I take it extremely personal because she's dark. Let's get it straight. She dark, but she ain't chocolate. You understand me? And Claressa, that's Claressa problem. She got these talents that she gained somehow, and it's been getting her money. But if we look at Adrian Broner, Blueface, or many, many more, the people in power that are doing things to children and others, right? Everybody... I wanted vegetables in here. Everybody don't need to have lots of money. Hello, hello. Young Thug. Or you want to be escorted out? You want to be escorted out? You trying to call me Young Thug? I hope not. I hope not. Because I don't like Young Thug. Okay? Let's talk about Claressa Shields. That's the chick who want to be a man. I have a spring roll chicken and rice. I fasted one day. I have no idea. These spring rolls be very, very good. Okay. This is old. This looks old. This is like their previous encounter.
Hey man, it's 92 degrees in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. So if y'all hear the air conditioners and fans I got on, y'all know what it is.
The sun finally
90
came out. What's up?
You know what I'm saying?
I thought they were gonna hold the sun hostage this year. It's 84 in the air.
Claressa Shields. But
first, I'm
loving it. The greatest of all time.
I'm loving it. I'm going on that milk later.
Let y'all know exactly how Claressa Shields is. Just ghetto.
I love that song, boy. I was just sitting in it for a
So
minute.
detached and delusional that she actually praises my father while trying to trash his daughter.
Yeah, we had Leila Ali, but she can't do
Look at
for
her,
women's
black
boxing
and
what I'm
ugly
doing.
example.
Because I kind of feel like God wants me to be like the next Muhammad Ali. Because I kind of feel like God wants me to be like the next Muhammad Ali.
You Michael Jackson?
I think it's Muhammad Ali, Floyd Mayweather, me. That's it.
Learn from Muhammad Ali. If you don't validate yourself first, nobody else ever will. You know, she wants to be like in the public and keep her name tied to mine because I'm young and popping. Right now, it's my time.
Bro, I can't stand Claressa ugly ass. It's not our fault she ugly and insecure. Ain't she corny? Ain't she lame? She don't got no style. Who gets involved with a woman's husband behind her back and then bullies her and comes on the internet and brags about what she did? And y'all still support her. It doesn't matter that she can box. Because when people support Chris Brown because they say, oh, he's very talented and he's cute, then you say they shouldn't support him no matter what. How can y'all support Claressa Brown, Claressa, whatever her name is, Clarence, and not Chris Brown? Huh? Don't forget, Clarence put children out from getting Christmas gifts. She put children out after their father's funeral. She put them out of a gym that it wasn't even hers. Okay? So, it looked like somebody trying to get blocked. Yeah, somebody trying to get blocked. And nobody could see your messages. So, thank you.
And she wants to keep her name connected to mine. Listen, Muhammad Ali would never. Her daddy would never. Her daddy would never. Maybe she don't have that in her genes.
Now, what father would embrace someone like?
I love Leila. And I love the fact that sometimes things happen to the right people. Okay? Because I ain't gonna lie, if it was my father, use your imagination.
Her, or want to be associated with someone like her while she's trying to tear down his very own child. My father was the greatest of all time because not only did he have a beautiful, one-of-a-kind style in the ring, he was also a remarkable individual outside of it. He used his platform to uplift and inspire people. He carried himself with integrity, kindness, and grace. He was someone our community could be proud of, and he represented us well.
Well, Bert talks about property taxes, but what is he delivering to the people?
He was going to get any.
Muhammad did one thing that I know of that I don't like. Joe Frazier. Now, I saw the documentary on Joe Frazier, and he was an elderly man doing this documentary, and I believe he and his son cried in that documentary. Muhammad changed their lives, and not for the better. I'm talking about for worse. The son, being a grown man, old man, like older than me, tormented still from how his life totally changed and what he went through back then. Because that's how bad Muhammad bullied and talked about his dad. And that whole loud, boisterous, bragging stuff and talking junk stuff wasn't really a thing. Muhammad made it a thing. And he was very, very loud, trying to get the attention to the sport and everything like that. But I don't know what happened with him and Joe. The only thing I can say is it came out of his personality. Like deep down inside, those are his true beliefs. Because there's a fine line between all this fake talking junk, getting hyped, trying to sell tickets, and you going there with somebody calling them a gorilla, and ugly and dark and all that. Those were skin tone jokes. And he went hard. And I didn't find out about how bad it was until later in life. And when I found out, I was like, nah, bruh, I can't. That's not just boxing bantering. He really put a hole in that man and his children that it can never be repaired. And then you gonna tell me after he, got the shakes and everything, and he old and elderly, not even really coherent of much. That was a sincere apology. It's just something that we heard happen. But what we saw out loud was a light-skinned, I'm pretty Muhammad Ali bashing a Joe Frazier. And Joe Frazier wasn't unattractive back then. He was just dark-skinned. Okay? Mandingo warrior. And just when you come back from I'm not going to fight this war, and changing your name to Muhammad from Cassius Clay, doing the whole black man this and our people this and that, and then you turn around and you do that. That had to be like, for me, honestly, the first taste of me starting to look at these celebrities and just, the overall picture of it sideways, finding that out about Muhammad. Because it took me finding that documentary of Joe Frazier and his children to really believe that actually, I know he was wild and joking around and everything, but I guess the clips that I saw was downgraded. Like, they have a lot of fluff on them, because I didn't really see. I may have heard him call him a gorilla once or two, but to me, I didn't place it because I didn't hear all of it in totality. So there's no need to think that he was being colorist or anything like that. Oh no. He went way too far with that. And it's like he had no let up. So what I got from that is that Muhammad put down his own brother in a racial way to entertain the whites, just to sell the fight. And you can't tell me any different. Because if he didn't, then why wouldn't he let up? At what point in time was he going to look at what he was doing and be like, nah, I'm going too hard. And I'm really sticking on his looks and his color. That ain't what I stand for. Nobody in his Muslim group didn't want to tell. See, that's what I'm saying. He sold out to the white man for a $1. That to me was about like seeing Tyson out there with the white boy. Look at how he looking. You can't come back from that shit. You can't. So Muhammad and Tyson were my two top, and they've been cut from that. But I ain't gonna lie. I gotta give Muhammad to Claressa. Because I feel like all that other shit was a facade. You can't tell me it wasn't. So, that part. That's where I'm at with that. But back to this hoe.
Anything done.
Yep. He didn't put his hands on other boxers out in public like this.
Where the fuck you're with? Not me.
Oh my God, it's a group gonna get on
Where
fire.
does Claressa got on?
Shut the fuck up.
Get out the way. I want to get in there. No.
Hey, if y'all don't know who this guy right here, this is Pittsburgh Steelers' former running back. Well, now the Eagles and all that, but he played for us. Straight out of Pittsburgh. Le'Veon Bell, bro. This is Le'Veon Bell trying to stop.
Okay.
He's not putting his hands on nobody, but he's just trying to be the man to get in between. Not Alicia, more, Clarenzo, you know what I mean? Because she always talk about she can fight men and all that. So, you see, this is Le'Veon Bell trying to actually step in between.
World star. Not right now.
Not right now.
What the hell? And for somebody to say this is boxing, they have no chance of getting in the ring. Their weight classes are too different. It would not work for neither one of them to try to come. They can't even come there. Somebody might be able to lose and gain, but no. It's too big of a difference. Too big of a difference for each individual body. It's never going to work. And if they did, Baumgardner will whoop the shit out of Claressa. First of all, Claressa can't fight like y'all trying to say she can. And like she trying to say she can. Okay, she's just a puppet, pushed by the industry and pushed by y'all because you're dummies and you whack and you really want to be in the industry. You just want some attention and shit. You want to be loved, motherfucker. Because you don't love yourself, motherfucker. A whack ass shit. You know that bitch can't fight like that. Baumgardner will whoop her motherfucking ass. You talking about somebody who's in shape, top shape, great shape. All the time, better shape than most of you Negroes out here, and y'all got the nerve to try to choose Claressa, ugly ape acting and looking ass over Alicia Baumgardner. Look good, always fit, and she be dropping fifth ward B's on motherfuckers. Okay, Baumgardner ain't no joke all the way around. She will beat the shit out of Claressa. And she got to come to her vet trying to bully her and start shit just so she can get the attention, so she can have her name out here like this. I don't care if she touched my hair. All right here. It got to my eyebrows or some shit. I don't care what it was. I'll press charges on that hoe. Then I do a civil suit. Because my therapist said, I need compensation for all this pain and suffering. You come to my event with this bullshit, with your ugly ass, like I got something to do with what your mama and daddy did. Is you crazy? Oh, hell no. This is my first time seeing this. Hell no, Claressa. Me and Leila jump your ass.
Not right now.
Not right now. What do Claressa think this is a weigh-in where you can put your hands on people? That was actually assault. You see, ghetto, this is why she do not have any real major sponsors or like any,
Papoose is a chump. He's an ugly chump and he can't rap. Okay? And his dude is even worse than him. Your dude Clarence, worse than you, bro.
I mean, endorsements rather. She don't got no top endorsements. Dudes like Speed done fast-tracked her and he's on Dorito bags. Where do you see Claressa at? Any company wanting to put her as the brand to push their product? You don't.
See, we got this bullshit. I want this dude to get off my shit and get me back to my girl Tanya. Because this cracker ass motherfucker getting on my goddamn nerves, and I'm about to tell him that. I told him this morning. You calling me after I don't even got the hours to come back there at that time. What he thought I was gonna do after being on standby, stand on the yard, ain't nothing there, ain't no food, ain't no showers, ain't no facilities, no nothing. You thought I was gonna stay on that yard all goddamn day just to pick up your little super early, bitch? Fuck you. Shit. You ain't throwing a couple hundred on top of that shit. Fuck you. He thought I was gonna stay my nigga ass on the yard, sitting on the yard. Like a homeless little bird. Like a little niggling. That's what he fucking thought. Let me check my shit, because I'm finna straighten somebody.
All is well. I think all the fights are very exciting. I love Mike Perry. Congratulations. He's from Flint, Michigan. I know everybody's rooting for Diaz, and Diaz my boy, but I was happy for Mike Perry. And then the main event, like I told everybody, I said, when Ronda Rousey gets your arm, it's over. She get anybody arm, it's over. You know, so she did just that. I saw Michaela in the crowd, and then she was here. Did you have a chance to interact with Michaela or Alicia? I would interact with Michaela. I don't got shit to say to the other girl. That ain't my.
See, look at this. She shouldn't even came there. That's not her event. From what I heard, she didn't even show up to what's the group she went? Win Records. From what I heard, she didn't even show up to their events. And she supposed to be the biggest thing on there. Got her new $8 million deal. That's why you know that shit fake. It's not the only reason, but you know it's fake. You know it's fake. She went around here salty trying to play it on everybody else. She don't take her career seriously. She don't want to fight someone who could actually whoop her ugly ass. She want people to keep setting up wins for her. And then she want to go and be like a baddie or something. She think it's cute. She probably used to watch that shit and be like, that's gonna be me one day.
Fucking friend.
Got in a car accident? Don't call the lawyer. Use this free AI tool instead. That's how I walked away with $93,000 from what they called a minor crash.
Look, she don't even know how to give a classy interview. That ain't my fucking friend. I would do something talking to the other girl. The other girl ain't my fucking friend. Look, she's not classy at all. Just
nobody
ghetto,
don't want to be your friend. This is boxing. What you doing talking about friends? And first of all, we know Claressa pretends to be people's friends because she really is envious of you. And she trying to find out shit about you. She trying to take your spot, take your shine, get your swag and all that shit. And if you got a man, she want that too.
And tough. This ain't cute. You would never be Leila Ali.
Out tonight, MVP, passed the house, had a nice card, had a great main event, a great run too. I mean, it was everywhere, and people were very excited. It's only a few ticket sellers up in MMA and in women's boxing. Myself, Ronda Rousey. It's not me.
She a stinking ass lie. It's other women boxers that are really good, and they have fans and popularity. They just ain't on the hood side of things. Okay, that's all. And y'all missing out when you pay attention to Claressa and you don't be watching them. Y'all be missing out. Y'all be missing out for real. This shit is trash. You go watch a real boxer box, and then come back and be like calling her to go or some shit. Watch Bomb drop bombs on people. That girl ain't no joke, man. She is better than Claressa in every fucking way. Every way. Every way.
Girls that can fill arenas like that, like this. So I was happy to be here and support Yelling Spring for that little 10 seconds that it landed. I mean, that it lasted.
tell me to call in.
Salute the fight hype, man.
This is shit that get on my nerves. Yeah, I'm on one today. Call in, cause you want to swap me out with something. Listen, I'm gonna swap you out with something, cause I told you. You know when you called me that my hours weren't gonna be right for that shit, and I'm half asleep. You knew my hours weren't gonna be right for that shit, so you don't try to put me on a crunch like that. You can kiss my black. Okay, that's how people end up with kidney infections and everything. You know what I'm saying? Hell no. You can kiss. And then I'm supposed to be asleep right the fuck now. Rested. So I can drive tonight. But you want to be on the phone all goddamn day. Hey, yesterday, my phone don't work. You can't message me. It must not be important. You ain't trying to get nothing done. I'm not going to play phone tag with you all damn day. Every day? I don't talk to nobody every day. Crazy as hell. Shut the fuck up. Leave me alone.
I just fought February 22nd. I'm going to fight again August, mid-August.
So like, comment, and subscribe.
I'm going to another weight class. Make some more history. And just
I had to tell you 3
gonna be
times
more
for you to
dominant,
take that load down.
I'm excited for my next fight, as I am all my fights, but I haven't been at 160 in a few years, so to go back down and showcase that, hey, no matter what weight class I go to, I still reign.
We will see.
Some people why? I saw that. I didn't understand it. Right? So she's like, I keep here. No, but I mean, like, what's the comparison? I think she does Gina with me for the Leila compared to Ronda. Is there a big age difference in between Gina and Ronda? I think they're like 5, 6 years, something like that. Oh, that's different because I forget how many years Leila is older than me. I forget, but. Well, you're still active. What are we talking about? They both been out the range for like 10 or 17 years. Oh, okay. Just think about it. Yeah. I don't see the comparison, but everyone knows that I already told Leila whenever she's ready to get her ass whooped, she can come get her whooped. And she already turned down 15 million.
Look, I told Leila when
I be wanting to catch her ass around the corner just for talking like that about Leila. That's so disrespectful and unnecessary. Leila don't never talk about her like that. Man, fuck this bitch.
Want to come get her ass whooped, she can come and get her ass whooped. She already turned down 15 million. Let's do the makeup on this. Leila Ali's 48 years old. Claressa's 32 years old. 31, 32 years old. She's 48, 50 years old. So let's just put it 30 to 50.
Where's she gonna get 15 from?
Leila Ali's almost 20 years older.
No sponsors.
Than Claressa, bro. And she's still talking about beating up this woman. A 50-year-old woman, you're still talking about boxing.
I'm 50.
Take your big brolic ass down to fight Alicia. Leila Ali's over. She's the greatest. You're done. You're never gonna get that. Go take your big ass down and get over there and fight Alicia. That's all that you got left. We don't want to see nothing else. Stop bringing Leila Ali up, bro. You're never as classy as her. You will never look as good as her. You don't have the je ne sais quoi, the demure and cutesy. None of that. You don't know how to push a brand. Get your goofy ass on somewhere.
But I got bigger and better fish to fry. Like my last.
This guy is. His channel is Your Average at Best Jason. Alright, going over there, get this dude a like. Give him a subscribe. Just for this video. Yeah, he's supporting Nyla and them. It's in the past, but I ain't let it go. Okay? So, I give him a pass for that. Okay? Go. He hit the shit on the knob right here.
I beat Leila Ali was back in the beat me, French on Cruz. I whooped her ass 10 rounds straight. So I ain't really got nothing else to prove. I'm the best, and ain't nobody ever gonna beat me.
I'm the best, and ain't nobody ever gonna beat me.
She not bringing up Hannah Gabriels. She not bringing up Hannah Gabriels and the shit that they pulled with her. You not. You played yourself all the way with the Leila Ali shit. Leila beat her without fighting her. Everybody know this shit. Whatever little shit she was trying to do, Leila came with receipts and debunked that. And most of us already knew this anyway. But y'all still let her run these streets and talk shit about Leila. That's crazy as hell. See, back in the day, this shit wouldn't have never flew. It wouldn't have never flew. This bitch would have got consequences. She wouldn't have had no supporters. People would have been clowning her ass, booing her off the goddamn stage, not letting her in events. Fans and shit would be like, hey, don't turn around, take that bitch back out. We don't want her here. Until she apologized and she gets some fucking act right. Alright, she be getting totally dissed everywhere. This Kool-Aid ass bitch, she don't got one corporate sponsor. She don't got one corporate motherfucking sponsor. But she the best. On what planet? Okay, because athletes, professional sports, and sponsorship, they besties. Nobody fucking with her. They had to go make up a fucking company.
Salute to Nyla Sayers.
This gum can actually get inside your teeth and remineralize the enamel, allowing you to heal cavities and whiten teeth. It contains 2 key compounds, hydroxyapatite and...
So that's the extent of the video. I don't know if anybody actually caught her putting...
And if y'all don't know the lady right here, this is Shalita. This is Clarissa's actual real cousin. You know what I'm saying? This is her real cousin right here. So she's linked in with Nyla, you know what I mean? Salute to Nyla. Go like, comment, and subscribe, and hit the hype button. You know what I'm saying? Her and her husband over there doing big things, you know what I'm saying? So salute to them, as well as me and my wife over here doing big things, you know what I mean? That's why we, you know what I'm saying, big them up. Go like, comment, subscribe, and you know what I mean? Rock with all of us. Let's go.
Hands. Some people say she slapped her in her face. Some people said that she hit her on the arm or whatever. But whatever it is, like, do y'all realize that she could go to jail for that? She can go to jail for that. And I want to go ahead and make a prediction. I could be wrong. I should pull out some cards on her ass. I could be wrong, right? But looking at how this is going, we got a couple things to talk about related to her anyway, right? Like how Netflix played her. I saw another content creator talking about, I cannot think of his name. It's a boxing guy channel, but I was thinking about it myself and he did a video about it. So I was going to talk about it as well. She literally got snubbed at Ronda Rousey's fight. We would not have even known that you were in the building, Claressa, except for your posting, okay? So now I want y'all to know that this tacky heifer actually decided that it made sense to brag about what she did. She bragged about it.
Yeah, that's who it is. It's Boxing Ego, because I seen it, because he clipped a lot of my videos. I couldn't think of his name either.
Boxing Ego, okay. So look here. Let me just show y'all what she, because you know she's bragging about this shit, right? So here she goes. This is her on Twitter, right? I can't see it. It's the GWOAT era and still is. And then she put a chess piece up there like, girl, are you for real? And then she posted, I'ma continue giving bitches hell respectfully. That little ass girl said, I'll beat your ass right now after already disrespecting me. Now you classy and playing victim. Can't go around threatening people. Take that slap and try and get your lick back.
Oh.
Alicia.
Oh.
Please press charges on this buffoon. Please press charges on this buffoon. What you got to say about it, Shalita?
So first and foremost, it's a difference between having a classy boxing beef and just blatantly being passive aggressive for no fucking reason. It's a lot of females that have told you on the internet when they see you on site the things they gonna do to you. But do you take that really serious? Nigeria said how much stuff about me on site, and then she pulled up on me and still didn't do nothing. You see what I'm saying?
Father would embrace someone like her, or want to be associated with someone like her, while she's trying to tear down his very own child. My father was the greatest of all time. Or my father would say, she's a generic wannabe. My father would not want to share his name or image with her. She does not represent anything about him in the ring or outside the ring. Now, many of us, including myself, had high hopes for her. I supported her. I sent her off in the right direction. But she has become a disappointment. She is a horrible representation of both the sport and our culture.
Business. Fuck us if they win against you. You don't need some bitches with you. Her man ain't got no balls, so you know his big good. Not some fake hoes, do it for the real niggas. I ain't fuck this nigga 2 years, still bitch. Girls who think they are so pretty, and because they want light skin, that they just all that. That they can come up with shit, talking shit, look better than you. I look better than you, so you can get off my shit. Light skin, red bone. Yeah, get your funny looking ass out of here. I don't play with this hoes.
We have a clear picture of what our relationship was and what exactly happened in the past that led to today. Now, do you believe I'm jealous of her accomplishments? This one is so detached and delusional that she actually praises my father while trying to trash his daughter.
So as y'all can see, man, she's jealous of light skins. She's jealous of Alicia Baumgardner because every time you see them having this one-on-one, who is the one that looks more aggressive, that's ready to just, put hands on the other one? As if they're in the boxing ring, as if they're ready to, do a couple rounds. It's always Lorenzo, bro. So we see she's the one that's angry. She's the one that's having a problem with, identity and all of that, by being called the ugly girl syndrome. We know that this girl, Alicia Baumgardner, has never had to been put in a category that they called her ugly girl syndrome and things like that. So yeah, man, look, this will be perceived more angry. Look, it will be. Look, she's the one that's doing all of the, you get what I'm saying? So yeah, man, this is just who she is. That's why now she put her hands on this woman outside of the ring. So yeah, I think she needs to bring some charges to you so you can get yourself under control and start to clean up your image, man, because you keep doing it like this, it ain't gonna work. You're not gonna get no deals and sponsors. No one don't want you to be the face of their brand. Look, you're still putting hands on people right there. She hit her, yeah, see? I missed that one. Look, she hit her right there. All she did was put her hand up like that, and she didn't go towards you. Just ugly and just nasty. Like, comment, subscribe, more videos and content on the way. Hype up the video, and I'll see you on the next one. Yeah.
The police officer at the scene told me to never sue the driver who crashed into me after my car accident. I took his advice and got $100,000 for my accident without suing, without going to court, and without dealing with insurance directly. At first, I thought he was out of his mind. Everyone sues after accidents, right? That's just what you do. That's how you get justice. That's how you get paid. But this officer looked at me and said, you can do it that way if you want. Spend the next year and a half in court. Pay thousands up front. Hope it works out. Or I can tell you about something most people don't know exists. I asked him what he meant. He said police officers see hundreds of car accidents. They see what happens to victims who sue. Most of them wait over a year, spend thousands, and end up frustrated. But then he started hearing about accident victims who were getting massive payouts in as little as 30 days without suing anyone. No court, no insurance battles. Just results. He called it the cheat code for getting paid after an accident. I was skeptical, but I figured if a police officer who sees this stuff every day is telling me there's a better way, maybe I should listen. If you've been in any car accident in the past year, even as a passenger, you need to hear what he told me, because it completely changed how I handled my case. And it could do the same for you. Here's what that police officer understood that most people don't. Suing feels like the right move, but it's actually the slowest, most expensive path to getting compensated. While you're spending 12 to 18 months in court, paying upfront legal fees, dealing with endless paperwork, there are people getting 6- and 7-figure checks in as fast as 30 days using a completely different approach. So what's this cheat code he was talking about? It's called the 2025 Crash Connect Compensation Program. He literally told me about this program that was just launched and has been helping so many accident victims claim the massive payouts they could be owed in as fast as 30 days. Without suing, without court, without insurance battles. Look at what happened to Marcus. His accident was 9 months ago. Everyone told him to sue. Then Marcus ran into a police officer friend at a barbecue who told him the same thing that officer told me. There's a cheat code for this. Marcus checked if he qualified for the program. Never filed a lawsuit, never went to court. Marcus got $150,000 in 38 days using this method the officer recommended. I'll link the qualification tool I used below. Click the link around this video. Just use it. Answer 4 straightforward questions about your accident. Nothing confusing. Takes about 30 seconds and it'll instantly show you if you qualify. If you qualify, an accident specialist will help you get your payout for free. They reach out, you tell them what happened, they take over from there. You could have your check in as little as 30 days. You pay absolutely nothing unless you actually receive compensation. That police officer was right. This felt like a cheat code compared to what everyone else goes through. No months of court dates, no thousands in upfront legal costs. No wondering when it'll finally be over. Just the maximum compensation you may be owed delivered in as little as 30 days. Most people will spend years doing it the hard way because nobody's there to tell them there's an easier path. They don't get that conversation with a police officer who's seen it all. But you're getting that information right now. Here's what you need to know. They're only looking for 10 more car accident victims. Your accident must be within the past year. These claims have real deadlines. That police officer gave me advice that was worth $100,000. I'm passing the same advice to you. Don't sue, check if you qualify for this program instead. Click below to see if you could be owed a bigger check. Use that qualification tool. See if you qualify for this cheat code. Quick, free to check. You won't pay anything unless you win. But do it now, before those 10 spots fill up, before your deadline expires, before you waste time doing it the hard way when there's a much easier option.
Papoose's latest actions show that he may be standing next to Claressa Shields, but he ain't there. And choosing this entanglement led to Claressa ruining her own dreams because her recent jealous outburst makes her a liability and prove that it's a wrap.
It's definitely a wrap because this latest mess that this girl has done is unbelievable. I do not believe that she actually put her hands on this amazing Alicia Baumgardner. I do not believe this. And for him to have been standing right there and not even see and be able to stop that before other people had to stop this girl's hand. He's standing right there. He's indifferent because he's not even paying attention to this. I don't know what to call her at this point. Just classless, just tasteless, just uncontrollable. I don't know what to call her. He's not even paying attention to her. I noticed, I watched that tape thoroughly, and I'm looking, I'm like, he's looking over there, and this girl immediately puts her hand out there to mess with this amazing boxer. Words are just not enough to say how awful this girl behaved at an event that she was not even invited to.
Right. I mean, Alicia is the one who got to walk the red carpet.
Alicia walked that red carpet. Yes, she did.
Yeah, and you know, this is the thing. It's like when you were younger and your parents took you to company's house, and the rules were simple. You don't act a fool. You don't act up in front of company, and you don't act up at company's house. Someone brought her to this place, and this is a Netflix event, sponsored event, you know, MVP, all this stuff. This is where the big names are. This is where they have celebrity roles sitting in their particular seats. You go there because this is where you want to be seen so that you can network. These are those networking opportunities. She gets to company's house and shows her entire behind. And she just proved to all of them that she's a liability. When they start announcing this $8 million deal that she has, she said that, you know, this was groundbreaking because she wanted to eventually make it to the point where she was like Floyd and getting $50 million per fight. This is how you do it, by showing that you are professional, not getting in a hissy fit and a tizzy because someone who she's insecure and seemingly jealous of is getting the attention that she has worked hard for. And that's another thing. That's a scripture in the Bible. When you don't go and sit yourself in pride of place at events, or basically how she goes around calling herself the wolf, calling herself all of this, you don't do that, because what happens is,
I'm tired of career politicians. Full stop. Where it talks about property taxes, but what is it delivering to the people? Squat, that's what.
Property taxes have gone through the roof.
Well, that's all right, along with part of it.
First been there 14 years, that's what the weekend.
No, you got the chat. I voted for Frazier. Never again.
These lips are moving, he's flying.
He's just another career politician. When we started the company, we went with Shopify, and I built our entire website with zero web development experience. We were doing this on the weekends and at night, and saying to people that we've never seen before, wearing our gear, that's a really special feeling.
that ends up leading to her own abasement. You're supposed to let the people call you up. You don't have to be the self-proclaimed anything. But this whole, because it's not confidence. What it is it's hubris.
Yes.
That she's acting in, and it causes her to completely lose it when it's shown for false pride as it is.
That's exactly what it is. It's excessive pride, it's excessive ego, and it has nothing to do with confidence, because if she was a confident person, she would not behave with jealousy, with envy, with spite, with ugliness. She would not behave without class. She would not behave unprofessional. She would not behave in this manner. And yeah, Floyd Mayweather, oh, she could forget about that, okay? Because these people do not want to be bothered with her.
It's a liability. She is showing herself to be a liability. Because, and all right, Alicia could press on her. She could basically go, and even though she hasn't gotten that full $8 million, that could be it. I think she only got like a $3 million advance so far, or signing bonus or something like that. And she's supposed to get the rest of it if she does 2 fights in the next 2 years, or 2 fights a year for the next 2 years. It's like, she doesn't even have all that, and her actions are causing her to write checks that she don't even have the money for it.
Exactly. And this young lady walked the red carpet, and that is something else that this other person, Claressa, will not be seen in any near future, because she was upset that this girl is being seen all over the world as the one to watch in this sport. She is upset about so many things. She's taking it out on other people because she's upset about Remy Ma's husband doing what he does, and that is acting indifferent with her, acting that she is just what the public has perceived her to be, a place for him to try to rise in the ranks. But he can forget it too, because you know what? The people who matter, they don't want to touch neither one of them. They don't want to touch anyone like Claressa without class, Claressa with the lack of restraint, because that's what it is. Their very lives are lascivious. They are lascivious. They are without restraint. And they think they can come up into these people's places and do this thing.
Right.
It's time for these people to show them, no. There are people online saying that they should ban her from all these events. There are people in the comments that saying enough is enough. It is time for this girl to go home.
Yeah, because it's really, it's so unprofessional. I mean, it's worse than that, but just to keep it cute, it's unprofessional. She went in this place where Alicia is getting all of this attention, you know, because basically everyone was saying how Netflix was completely ignoring Claressa Shields.
Right.
Papoose. They were actually sitting on Celebrity Row. They were sitting, matter of fact, they were sitting right next to Tommy Lee and his wife, and Netflix put the Jumbotron on Tommy Lee and was like, oh, look who's in the audience, Tommy Lee. They completely skipped Claressa, didn't even mention her as part of being on Celebrity Row. But guess who got on there? Oh, it's Alicia the Baumgardner. You know, she was on there. She's walking the red carpet. She's invited into these spaces that Claressa has to bum rush herself into. And that's the thing. And when she sees these people getting the attention that she can't even get from her own person who she thinks is hers, but is really Remy Ma's husband, it ends up making her lose it. That's what it seems like. Because, you know, like we were talking about, he was standing right there, but he wasn't paying attention to her. He was not looking at her. And so she sees that, and then she like, here, I'm going to get your attention some kind of way. She's letting Remy Ma's husband make her feel unappreciated, unloved, that she's not of any import to him. And instead of putting that on these other ladies who are just doing their jobs and living their lives and taking it out on them, she needs to save that energy for the man who's been playing in her face this entire time. The same way y'all saw how, I think it was last week, there was this clip going around with her on the machines working out, and then Papoose walked in the room and she ends up putting on this sad face. And it's like, she needs some money. And then he says, excuse me? And she's like, she needs some money.
Papoose responds when Claressa Shields told him she needs some money is giving.
Right. I need some money. I need some money. Get somebody else to do.
What do you post on your close friend's story versus your actual story?
So this was a surprise party that I picked for my best friend. I put that in here because I didn't want her to know it was for her.
So
10 out of 10, 10 out of 10.
Legal AI isn't just about speeding up research anymore. The future is AI that supports the entire case. From analyzing documents to testing legal theories, predicting outcomes, and even suggesting a strategic move. Imagine an AI partner that helps lawyers build winning strategies by connecting data, precedent, and firm insights seamlessly. This shift will transform legal work from reactive to proactive, empowering firms to deliver smarter, faster, and more precise outcomes for clients. The future of legal AI is about turning information into strategy, and strategy into success.
And, you know, he eventually basically, you know, well, you better get some sponsors for that, you know, all that stuff. But not only was that showing his complete indifference, because what a real man, romantic man for his lady would do would be like, well, baby, what you need? Or y'all know that Terrence Howard clip that's going around.
We need some money.
You know, just give her what she needs, especially if it's like she said, and he paying all her bills. But he, again, just proved that, just like Remy said, she just keep talking out her neck because he's not paying anything. Because what does that look like? Baby, I need some money. He's like, excuse me, well, you better get to work and keep looking beautiful so you can get some sponsors.
They always tell off on themselves.
Exactly. And so that indifference, that disregard that he keeps showing towards her, and that she is choosing because she chose to try to take something from someone that she was also feeling certain kind of way about, Remy Ma in this instance, that is making her ruin her own dreams. She wants to be the biggest and the best, and all she is ever showing herself to be is someone that doesn't belong in the rooms that she's seen in.
And in actuality, she should be thankful to Remy Ma, because you know what? If it wasn't for Remy Ma, no one would know this woman. Because she is looking at being with Remy Ma's husband. That is the talk. No one would know her. Okay? Not on this scale they would know her. They would not know her on such a massive platform like this. They would not know her.
And that's so sad that that is what they know her for poor character, and for lack of judgment, and for her being the one who's always, Hing on people. Like, even when she said that after she did what she did to Alicia, she's gonna go ahead and be like, she don't like, she H when she talked to her or something like that. That's what she's saying. It's like, she's the one that's always filled with H, because she doesn't feel she deserves what she has, and she certainly is acting like she doesn't.
She does not ever want to be in a position where she has to look in Remy Ma's face and say, I am sorry, because that's what she needs to do, and she needs to leave Remy Ma's husband alone. No class, no professionalism, poor character.
It's a wrap.
That's it. That's all.
All right, let us know what you guys think in the comments. Remember to like, subscribe, and hype up the video for more. Thanks for watching.
Join AARP during the Memorial Day sale for only $11 per year with a 5-year membership. This offer ends June 4th, so join AARP today.
Ophthalmology. Defibrillator.
I'm so happy that you did not fall for the bait to give Claressa the biggest payday of her career. This is what she would have done with Leila had she said yes to that money. Now you have Alicia, who's willing, I guess, to go up in weight. I don't know how much. You would have had to come down, whatever. But you don't want to, because you always talk about how you love being thick, how you love having this big butt, right? She's always talking about how she loves being a certain weight. So you want to sit and act like she's so small, but you just don't want to lose the weight. At least not enough to fight her, I would say. So let's look at this clip of Alicia from 2023, where she says how she wants to fight Claressa.
Claressa Shields. I said yes. I will fight Claressa Shields at 147. Make the fight. Now I know what y'all thinking. Oh, you're too small. She's too big. I don't care about none of that. I don't care about none of that. Size does not matter to me, baby. It's the skills, baby. Claressa Ben knew I wanted to fight her. I came up to her at the gym, right? We were at the gym. I said, Claressa, why don't you and I put on a fight? You too small, AB. Claressa, you ain't got to worry about the size, girl. Let's make the fight happen. Claressa Shields. I said yes. I will fight Claressa Shields at 147. Make the fight. Now I know what y'all thinking. Oh, you're too small. She's too big. I don't care about none of that.
Alicia's not scared. And if it's a weight issue, Claressa, if it's really a weight issue, why do you sit and go back and forth with her as if it's a possibility to fight her? She's not scared to fight you. You're scared to fight her. But you want to mask it behind the weight. She's small. All right, so why arguing? Why when you see her, you got to approach her and you're mad and telling her she don't deserve to win? Why so much hate if the weight classes are just completely off? If it's impossible for you to fight her, why entertain going back and forth with her? Because you hate to see someone else win. Especially someone you feel a way about, or you feel that just may be better. It's all Claressa's insecurities oozing out. Now let's get into some tweets back when Alicia and Claressa were cool. I'll pause it because I believe it's on a slide, but we'll pause each one. So this is the first one. Claressa says, P for P, I forgot what that stands for. #1 wins at any weight class. I'd 100% fight Alicia at 147 or 154 or 160 or 168, long as it's a belt or multiple belts on the line. You know I'm not hard to make a fight with. And the next one, Claressa says, and last time I checked, I always told people I wouldn't fight Baumgardner because we cool as hell. And I feel the same way about Michaela. I'd never fight Michaela. She's my Olympic sister. I'm just trying to figure out, when did Alicia decide she wanted to fight me? So do you see? She felt away because she felt like Alicia was like, she was cool with her. It's like, why would we fight each other if we're cool? So she's saying, I'm trying to figure out, when did Alicia decide she wanted to fight me? She feels offended by Alicia wanting to challenge her and fight her. Because she thought they were, I guess, I'm not even going to say friends, just cool enough to not fight each other. And here's another tweet. Okay. This was Alicia saying, I've been wanting to fight you. Remember the day in the gym? I said, we should fight at 147, and you laughed, and I said, I'm serious. So this is giving right now that Claressa don't want that smoke. She don't want to, I really feel it's not about, because Claressa in her mind should think that she can beat her. You know, I'm not going to sit here and say Claressa just automatically knows she'll lose. That's not the mindset. But what I think the problem is that it's a possibility she can lose. That's what's eating at Claressa, because Maserati Bud already told us she cannot lose. She refuses to lose. She hates losing. She knows Alicia hits hard. She knows Alicia is a good fighter. She's scared to fight Alicia. That's why every time she see her, she want to get in her face and go back and forth with her, curse her out, tell her this, tell her that, as if she's beneath her. Because she's scared to give her that opportunity to possibly win. I think it's one or two more tweets. Let's see. Claressa says, oh, have you? Okay. Well, hey, you think you can dethrone the GWOAT? Start your 147 plan and I'll start mine. And if we fight, just know, I didn't want to do it, but you made me. So, you see, this is her mindset. It seems like from this, it seems like a mutual agreement, correct? Like, is this not a mutual understanding that if we meet at this weight, we can fight? So what's the problem now? The problem is, Claressa feels like she needs to be thick for Papoose and have a certain leg size and butt size. That's what her mind's about.
If your dog hates eating, watch this. My dog had completely lost her appetite and I started to get concerned about her health. I had tried countless other foods and supplements, but nothing seemed to spark her interest or improve her appetite. Watching her refuse meal after meal was heartbreaking, knowing she wasn't getting the nutrition she desperately needed. That's when I gave Stella and Chewy's tantalizing turkey meal mixers a try. Packed with 95% turkey, organs, and bone, these meal mixers provide a protein-rich and nutritious boost. Plus, they're freeze-dried to lock in flavor and nutrients, making them irresistible. Once I started adding these mixers to her meals, my dog's appetite returned to normal. Now she eats eagerly, has more energy, and is back to her happy, healthy self. Give your dog a taste of love with Stella and Chewy's tantalizing turkey meal mixers today. Ejaculating prematurely? You need this pill.
My husband got prescribed the SexRx plus thymus control pill, and I cannot stress enough. A game changer, to say the least.
I mean, we went from rarely being intimate because he was having issues. I'm telling you, it just changed. The prescription process is 100% online. No in-person doctor visits are required. No pharmacy pickup. None of that. Let me just say, I do not miss our old sex life. And that is all because of him.
She thinks that she has to be a certain thickness to be with Papoose. Isn't that deranged? Doesn't this sound crazy, y'all? Business is business. If you can do it, what's the problem? No, you'd rather walk up and slap her at an event where she's dressed up and that's just not the time or place. So we see that they have a history of meeting up at events and popping ish to each other back and forth. Why was Saturday night any different? When you knocked her hand down, you were physically the first time in that clip I showed you. So now your excuse is because she said, come beat my ASS. All of a sudden now you want to...
Wait, I missed all that.
She's talking about fighting you in the ring. That's what she means, come beat my ASS.
Hold on.
That's what she means.
I gotta rewind it. I missed all that.
The clip came out and people are saying you in the wrong. Why does it have to be, oh, Alicia's playing victim and that's not the case? She told me to beat her ASS.
What?
Like, enough now. Claressa, you can't escape the receipts. You can't escape the receipts. It's just too many of them. It's too many.
No.
You must be getting backlash now. You must feel away as usual. If things don't go in your favor, you... Yeah. Now, as I was putting this video together, Claressa has posted a closer, not a different angle, of up close angle of,
She sound a lot like
I guess, Alicia
what's her name?
saying to her to beat her AAS, right?
What's her name?
So, okay. This is what Claressa posted, right? She put, I don't just go around slapping people. Like I said, she told me I'll beat your AAS right now. So all that victim playing and lying ends here, right? So she posted this with a link to a video. This is the video link that she posted from Fight Hype.
No, bro.
They
need to ban her.
Oh my God, is the group gonna get in a fight here? Get out of the way. I want to get in there. No, World Star! Not right now.
No. How you gonna reach around people to hit her? Papoose just standing there.
Okay, so she wanted us to see that Alicia said, I want you to beat my AAS. Listen, Claressa, like we said, and we've already established, you two go back and forth. When she says, I want you to beat my AAS, she's talking about in the boxing ring. That's what she's talking about. You and her have a history of going back and forth, talking ish to each other. And this is a clip that I was actually pulling up when I saw Claressa post this update. This is what I was going to even talk about before adding this extra in. So look at...
It's not okay.
This was the confrontation they had that I spoke about in my other video that I said they were going back and forth. Claressa has the nerve to hit Alicia's arm and knock her arm down. She wasn't saying beat my AAS.
They can't even fight.
They were just going back and forth, and she was
They're
in
not
her
going to
face
be
being the
same weight
bully
class
that she
ever.
is.
They can't
feeling
fight,
that
so
whoever
it shouldn't be okay for her to be standing there arguing
a
with her
boxer like her needs to kiss the ring or something. Like, I don't understand what type of respect that you think these other women boxers should give you when you don't do the same thing. So this is I shortened it because it was like a minute long, but I just want you guys to look at her slapping her arm.
She needs charges.
So look.
We know I know drug kick, that's what we
Why is she putting her hands on her?
So you see her telling her, shut me up, and she hits Alicia's hand because she had her hand up in her face, like,
more than one time, too.
Get out of my face. Because you saw Claressa was in her face.
Yeah, yelling at her
poppy-ish, like usual. So where was the beat my AAS at then for you to put your hands on her? You're real touchy.
It's not
okay. You love to get in someone's face and rile them up and then get mad when they react. So I don't care that she sat and said, beat my AAS. I don't care that she said that. You still shouldn't have put your hands on her.
That's right.
Because you love to go back and forth and do just that. This wasn't different for you. This is not like, oh, I don't argue and I don't get in somebody else's face. This is what you do, Claressa. This is the art of you going back and forth, talking ish to people. You've been harassing this woman. You've been going back and forth.
Yeah, y'all gonna lose y'all money.
Do not try to sit here and make it like
you
jail. Are innocent in this because people are dragging you for
better
touching
your husband.
No matter where that hand landed, it don't matter. You put your hands on her.
You better tame Clarence. Y'all gonna lose
just
y'all
like you
money.
did in the clip I just showed. You put your hands on her. With people surrounding y'all. You feel like whenever you're in her presence that you can just sun her and touch her and do whatever you want to do with her. So please cut all of the nonsense with you right now. Alicia did not sit here and play victim.
Listen. I know Clarence elevator don't go all the way to the top, but it's something up with that. It's something up with that. She trying to set her up or something. I don't know. It's something up with that. But it should never be okay. She should not be allowed to be in her face, approaching her, agitating her, nothing. That cannot lead to a fight. They can't fight. They can't fight each other. So this is pretty much the same as me and anybody else. You and anybody else. It's the same as that.
The clip came out and people are saying you in the wrong. Why does it have to be, oh, Alicia's playing victim and that's not the case? She told me to beat to beat her ASS.
It's not gonna touch the thirst, baby.
Like, enough now. Claressa, you can't escape the receipts. You can't escape the receipts. It's just too many of them. It's too many.
This election is not real complicated. If you want higher and higher property taxes, no income tax cuts, and more excuse.
Shut your ass over.
You must be getting backlash now. You must feel away as usual. If things don't go in your favor, you cry wolf online. If people would have been bigging you up saying that Alicia deserved that, and it is a handful of people, but not compared to the amount that's telling you you're wrong.
That's crazy. That bitch need to go to jail.
If you would have been getting praise because of this,
people like her.
You would be rubbing it in like you were earlier today until you saw that people weren't feeling it. So now you want to gather up the video and show what she said. I don't care what she said.
Right. I was going to say, it don't matter
she
what she
said. She could have said to you, let's fight right now. If she didn't make the first move and put hands on you,
mama.
It should not have gotten
She
visible.
didn't say that.
Because both you and her go back and forth.
She didn't say that.
Cursing each other out.
That's crazy, bro.
Now, I was looking up a video.
I don't understand.
Before I even got to...
Why y'all letting that ugly ass gorilla...
Where Alicia is saying that she wants to fight Claressa. I think this video is from 2023, so about 3 years ago.
Yeah,
let's take a look at what she said, because I'm feeling like at this point, Claressa, you're the one that's scared to fight Alicia. I don't want to hear about this weight thing. I get it that you are. It's a difference in weight between the two of you, right? I get it. But if you fought in all these different weight classes, Claressa, you guys can meet at the weight that needs to be met for you guys to fight. And you know what? I also realized that Leila Ali, if she would have signed on and agreed to fight Claressa, this is what she would have been doing with Leila Ali. She would have been going back and forth in her face, saying this, saying that, just disrespecting her all around. It's different with Alicia because she's like her peer. They're in the same age bracket.
We used to believe that.
So Leila would have came out of her legacy, out of retirement, for a payday that was the minimum when she said maximum 20. You guys thought she was going to come out of retirement for 15 million, deal with Claressa.
Sometimes they be like
talking all kinds of stuff.
That was
online. Them having weigh-ins and
I can't believe
the promo that they would have needed to do for the fight. And Claressa would have been just sitting here popping it the whole time.
Her face like that?
Do we think that Leila should have? I'm so happy. Leila, you made the best choice. I'm so happy that you did not fall for the bait to give Claressa the biggest payday of her career.
It didn't make any sense to do that.
This is what she would have done with Leila had she said yes to that fight. Now you have Alicia, who's willing, I guess, to go up in weight. I don't know how much. You would have had to come down, whatever.
It's not gonna work.
But you don't want to because you always talk about how you love being thick, how you love having this big butt, right? She's always talking about how she loves being a certain weight.
A wide ass.
So you want to sit and act like she's so small, but you just don't want to lose the weight.
And this is coming from somebody who don't have a big ass.
At least not enough to fight her, I would say.
She don't have a big ass.
So let's look at this clip of Alicia from 2023, where she says how she wants to fight Claressa.
Claressa Shields.
I don't know why y'all letting her.
I said yes. I will fight Claressa Shields at 147. Make the fight. Now I know what y'all thinking. Oh, you're too small. She's too big. I don't care about none of that. I don't care about none of that.
That's
Size
not good. That's not
is
good.
not matter to me, baby. It's the skills, baby. Claressa Ben knew I wanted to fight her. I came up to her at the gym, right? We at the gym. I said, Claressa, why don't you and I put on a fight? You too small, AB. That Claressa, you ain't got to worry about the size, girl. Let's make the fight happen. Claressa Shields. I said,
okay, bro, this is the first time I'm hearing this. I'm taking it back. I need a second. Let me think about this for a minute. Wow. Okay. I mean, respect what the fighters say, but that don't necessarily mean she's speaking in her best interest, because this is a rivalry. She's tired of Claressa messing with her. So I can understand it. But in my opinion, if you got to come more than 10 pounds outside your weight, do that for anything. I don't know, hopscotch tournament, for a wedding you're about to attend in June, you know, whatever the reason may be. But not for a fight. If it's more than 10 pounds, that's a huge difference to your body in every way. Your bone structure changes and everything. Okay? When you grow, when you gain weight, you put weight on, you move around more, you use your areas more, not just your muscles grow. That takes a lot of work for you to make your muscles grow, especially if you're not genetically gifted in that department. But when it comes to the bones, it's a big difference. It's a big difference, and especially if you're not one who fluctuates, which the bomb, she's not. She's steady all the time. So she's gonna be experiencing some very new things here. Then it's extra weight. She's very stocky and built for her size already. I don't think that's a good idea. I could go on, and someone who's more knowledgeable than me can go on even further. It's not a good idea. Especially when the fight is more personal. You know, it's not like, oh, I'm just doing it to try to beat this score or you know, break a record or something. You're going to be fighting. But when it's personal like that, you know, boxers have been known to cheat. They will cheat. We see it all the time. Do crazy shit, okay? Oh boy didn't get his ear bit for no reason, right? He was headbutting. They do all kind of stuff. And I don't see Claressa not in there trying to do something weird and get Alicia hurt or whatever. And then on top of that, you dealing with this, you used to fighting. This girl been fighting her whole life, fight off of what she know, who this is. She know, you know your body, especially when you use it for a living, okay? To be under those circumstances with a whole new structure, a whole new foundation, 47, bro? Nah. I just don't see them two. I don't think those two should fight. Although I think Alicia will whoop the shit out of Claressa's ass. I don't think that's a good idea. People need to stop talking about it too. Trying to push it and encourage it. That's also helping make it okay in y'all eyes to see Claressa in Baumgardner's face like that. And that's not cool.
yes, I will fight Claressa Shields at 147. Make the fight. Now I know what y'all thinking. Oh, you're too small. She's too big. I don't care about none of that.
Alicia's not scared. And if it's a weight issue, Claressa, if it's really a weight issue, why do you sit and go back and forth with her as if it's a possibility to fight her?
That's what I'm saying. Everybody should be checking her on that.
She's not scared to fight you.
Everybody.
You're scared to fight her. But you're the mask behind the weight. She's small.
That's crazy.
All right. So why are you? Why when you see her, you gotta approach her and you're mad and telling her she don't deserve to win? Why so much hate if the weight classes are just completely off? If it's impossible for you to fight her, why entertain going back and forth with her? Because you hate to see someone else win.
You know, here's a thought. Maybe they was watching her on TV or something. And Papoose made a comment. I think this girl somewhere heard Papoose say she looked cute. Y'all think that's far-fetched? I don't think it's far-fetched. I think somewhere along the line she heard, damn, where my arm at? She heard Papoose say Alicia was cute. Or he could have even said she not bad looking. Listen, man, we was watching TV one day. My ex said Keisha Lance Bottoms was cute. I looked at this nigga like, you ain't even have to come out your mouth. You could have just said that in your head movies. You know what I mean? You didn't even have to come out your mouth. This nigga said, man, I seen a picture of Keisha Lance Bottoms today. If I see that bitch on the street, it's on sight. Okay? On sight.
Especially someone you feel a way about, or you feel,
but it's gotta be something, man,
that just may be better. It's all Claressa's insecurities oozing out. Now let's get into some tweets back when Alicia and Claressa were cool. I'll pause it because I believe it's on a slide, but we'll pause each one. So this is the first one. Claressa says, P for P. I forgot what that stands for. Number one wins at any weight class. I'd 100% fight Alicia at 147 or 154 or 160 or 168, long as it's a belt or multiple belts on the line. You know I'm not hard to make a fight with. And the next one, Claressa says, and last time I checked, I always told people I wouldn't fight Baumgardner because we cool as hell. And I feel the same way about Michaela. I'd never fight Michaela. She's my Olympic sister. I'm just trying to figure out, when did Alicia decide she wanted to fight me? So do you see? She felt away because she felt like Alicia was like, she was cool with her. It's like, why would we fight each other if we're cool?
See this little guy? This is why your eyes are baggy, your face is puffy, and your belly looks 6 months pregnant by dinner. He's been eating before you do, and he brought friends. This is a tapeworm. This is why you can't lose weight.
I know this is AI, but come on, man, this
and
is
eats
gross.
your food before your body gets a chance to use it.
She literally sitting there.
This is a roundworm. This is what inflames your gut and blows your belly up every single day, even before you've eaten. It's also why your face is puffy, your eyes are baggy, and your skin looks dull. That's not aging. That's inflammation from something living inside you. And this is a hookworm. This one drains your energy. This is why a 30-minute nap turns into 3 hours and you still feel like a bag of bricks. This is why 2 p.m. hits and your body screams for
bro.
So she's saying, I'm trying to figure out, when did Alicia decide she wanted to fight me? She feels offended by Alicia wanting to challenge her and fight her.
I can't believe that.
Because she thought they were, I guess, I'm not even going to say friends, just cool enough to not fight each other.
I can't believe I just watched that.
And here's another tweet.
Okay.
This was Alicia saying, I've been wanting to fight you. Remember the day in the gym? I said, we should fight at 147, and you laughed. And I said, I'm serious.
Oh my God.
So this is giving right now that Claressa don't want that smoke.
That was so nasty.
She don't want to
I really feel it's not about, because Claressa in her mind should think that she can beat her. You know, I'm not going to sit here and say Claressa just automatically knows she'll lose.
I feel like B. I'm finna be like old boy for Step Brothers. I'm finna throw up all this good food. I just say I'm finna throw it.
That's not the mindset. But what I think the problem is that it's a possibility she can lose. That's what's eating at Claressa, because Maserati Blood already told us.
It's worms. I'm just dreaming about
cannot lose. She refuses to lose. She hates losing.
It was so gross.
She knows Alicia hits hard. She knows Alicia is a good fighter. She's scared to fight Alicia. That's why every time she see her, she want to get in her face and go back and forth with her, curse her out, tell her this, tell her that, as if she's beneath her.
So gross.
Because she's scared to give her that opportunity to possibly win.
I can't do it.
I think it's one or two more tweets. Let's see.
Oh my God.
Oh wait. Claressa says, "Oh, have you? Okay. Well, hey, you think you can dethrone the GWOAT? Start your 147 plan, and I'll start mine. And if we fight, just know I didn't want to do it, but you did." So you see, this is her mindset
right now.
It seems like from this, it seemed like a mutual agreement, correct? Like, is this not a mutual understanding that if we meet at this weight, we can fight?
The words are so gross.
So what's the problem now?
Oh my God.
The problem is Claressa feels like she needs to be thick for Papoose and have a certain leg size and butt size. That's what her mind is about. She thinks that she has to be a certain thickness to be with Papoose.
Oh, this song feel good.
Isn't that
I gotta go back outside.
deranged?
Doesn't
this sound
so
crazy, y'all?
Bro,
business
you just
is
made
business.
it up.
If you
just made that up. Why
can
is
do
it so
it,
crazy? You just made it up.
What's the problem?
Right.
No, you'd rather walk up and slap her at an event where she's dressed up, and that's just not the time or place. So we see that they have a history of meeting up at events and popping ish to each other back and forth. Why was Saturday night any different? When you knocked her hand down, you were physical the first time in that clip I showed. So now your excuse is because she said, "Come beat my ASS." All of a sudden now you want to hit her. She's talking about fighting you in the ring. That's what she means, "Come beat my ASS." That's what she means.
This is ridiculous.
She was not trying to fight you on a red carpet while she's out at an MMA fight,
come to her and
dressed up.
Her. Y'all better ban
like that
her.
wasn't the time nor place. But Claressa, you want to play this role that you just needed to fight her then and there. You just couldn't stand the fact that she came in looking real good and you were looking real bad.
And she's looking good anywhere she go, any day of the week. Okay?
Now let's see this last tweet.
I don't know what's going on with Clarence, but Papoose, you ain't even dressed that hoe right that night. You didn't. Like, what's going on?
Alicia said, "Sleep tight, boo." And Claressa retweets and says, "I ain't your boo. Get that weird-ish on." So all of a sudden it went from y'all being cool and you not understanding fighting her to now it's "I ain't your boo." All because she just wanted a friendly competition. You said you and Franchon were friends and you were fighting her. You fought her more than once. So what's the problem with Alicia?
She knows she had
Why I can't be cordial and still fight and make the bag? I don't get it. So there we have it, y'all. I never saw these tweets.
If Claressa finding a way
I
not
knew
to
that
fight
they kind
somebody,
of were cool before.
that means that
like
she
they
believes
weren't
that
always
person
enemies,
has potential to
but I
win
didn't
ass.
know where the friction started. Where the disconnect happened, and this obviously is where it started with Alicia wanting to fight Claressa, and Claressa feels the same way she tried to say Leila was sunning her. You trying to sun Alicia. The same way you felt like because Leila is looking at it like, oh, you know, I don't see a competition in fighting you.
And you doing the same thing with Alicia, acting like you don't see a competition in fighting her.
What? First of all,
My daughter and I were going.
If y'all only watch Claressa, then you don't know what to look for. That's how you know your bar is set. Okay, you need to learn something. Okay, about boxing, but y'all need to watch Alicia's fights. Watch her last fight. It should be right there floating on the internet. Not hard to find it out. None of them are, but just to help your raggedy ass out, because what in your rabbit ass mind makes you think that for a split second Claressa, y'all looking at the size? If that's the case, we'd have never had a short basketball player. Like, what are we talking about? No. First of all, she got D's, bro. Okay? Secondly, she's bad as shit, and you can tell she punch hard. Tell Layla, because she's a boxing expert. Tell Layla to do an analysis of Alicia's skills and analysis of, well, we heard her talk about Claressa back then. So, Baumgardner got it. She hit hard. She be whooping ass. And she got straight fucking skills. She don't play. And she ain't got no insecurities when she step on any scene, any ring, or nothing. Alright, this gorilla ass looking bitch. Man, fuck out of here.
Old pictures.
Alicia will fuck her up.
I honestly didn't even recognize myself.
That's on everything. Okay? That's on my dead homies.
Claressa's just take it how you see it. I'm getting all jumbled up because it's just like, hold on a second. I can't even believe that this is what it comes down to. The fact that she just does not want to fight her.
That's weird. You want to fight Leila? Age difference.
Now I'm adding quickly because
and she retired. So why now we talking about weight?
Nigeria.
You doing weight classes, all kind of breaking all kind of records. Break this record.
Nigeria posted. This is her update on her doing an interview. She said, when I hit 20K on TikTok and Instagram, I'm dropping story time. Not holding back nothing and going to have receipts. Nothing will be left out. Not even what an MF going to try to expose about me. Everybody playing with me. Let the games begin. Now, Nigeria, I mean, you trying to hit a certain number of followers and things, but you need to just do your interview with, someone with a decent sized platform.
Wait, what? What happened?
In her interview, remember she wants to do an interview.
Who?
Nigeria posted.
What's with that long ass pause, girl? That dead ass.
Clarissa's, just take it how you see it. I'm getting all jumbled up because it's just like, hold on a second. I can't even believe that this is what it comes down to. The fact that she just does not want to fight her. Wow. Now I'm adding quickly because
I don't understand.
I forgot about Nigeria.
You like breaking
in her
records,
interview. Remember, she wants to do an interview. Nigeria posted. This is her update on her doing an interview. She said, when I hit 20K on TikTok and Instagram, I'm dropping story time. Not holding back nothing and going to have receipts.
That's dumb.
Nothing will be left out. Not even what an MF going to try to expose about me.
That's dumb.
Everybody playing with me. Let the games begin. Now, Nigeria, you trying to hit a certain number of followers and things, but you need to just do your interview.
Yeah.
With,
hold on.
someone.
Yeah, you better take that advice, Nigeria. Okay, you better take that advice. Now, listen. Don't get knocked down and counted out before you even get a chance to open your mouth. If your channel isn't growing, that's on you. Your channel isn't growing. You supposed to be this supposed to be Claressa ex-best friend. and your channel's still not growing off the drama or whatever, then you're not posting other things that are entertaining, or you're not posting this shit in an entertaining way, or something is, you just not got, you don't have the factor, right? So just let that shit go and let it do what it's gonna do. Maybe you'll figure it out one day, maybe you'll upgrade, you know. But go to somebody who's gonna pay you so you can get a little check since you want some money, bitch. And just and make sure they're large. Vlad probably ain't the right channel, but he pays. I don't know who else pay. Find somebody who pay, and find somebody who's interested in what the fuck you gotta say, because I don't know what the hell y'all doing, but I'm pretty sure you got a lot of shit to spill on Claressa. So I'm here for that. Okay, I ain't gonna break my neck for it, but if it's out there, I'm gonna watch it. But this little game you playing, ain't nobody gonna come follow you and look for you and see if you posted it, see if you got your 20. It's not that deep, sweetie. We not that invested. Half the people ain't even talking about that shit y'all got going on. Okay, just go. Come on now. You acting like your damn friend.
With the decent sized platform. You can still drop your story time, but you should still do an interview.
Yeah. See.
So this is an update from her. I wanted to share because I think I saw this yesterday and I didn't post it. So I'm like, let me add this in now because I don't know who she would possibly interview with, but her hitting 20K on TikTok and Instagram, and eventually just know I see she's going to tell her story eventually.
What story,
whether
man?
it be that way or she's interviews
with
someone, but she is ready to talk.
And
it's a matter of time before she starts spilling whatever tea she want to spill.
Okay, that's everybody.
And we'll be waiting for it, right? We're going to be waiting for whatever tea she got to spill.
See, don't nobody even know what the hell.
All right, guys.
She supposed to be talking about.
Thank you for watching this video.
Girl, you lost already.
Leave a comment. Please like this video. Please subscribe to my channel if you haven't, and if you have, thank you very much.
Hell no.
And I'll talk to all of you again soon.
Hey man, she need
also,
to go to jail.
hype this video. I forget to say that.
Jail. She need to go to jail. Baum need to put her in jail. I don't agree with Baum coming up, putting on that much weight for this fight. I think that decision is being made because she would love the opportunity to whoop Clarence's ass, and well deserved. It would be nice if Clarence take a decent fight one day, especially Gabriel's, you know, and go out there and see her really have to put some shit in, or really get her ass whooped. But you know, both results is what I'm looking for. It ain't gonna happen. You know, I don't know why her goofy ass nigga Papoose is going along with the shit, unless it's a plot to ruin her career before she even ever get one. Because she still ain't got no career yet. Okay, she just got a lot of social media drama. That's all. That's it. Claressa ain't did nothing no huge athlete will be doing. And if you don't know what those things are, then you better go back in the day and find you some big ones. Okay? Find you some big ones and see how they was getting down when it came to promotions and money. Okay, when it comes to brands and experiences and deals and promotions and you know, being on Wheaties boxes and shit. I'm talking about big shit, right? Clarence ain't did nothing and ain't gonna do nothing, and nobody will want her to represent anything that they selling. Nothing they trying to promote unless it's some violence, and she's doing a good job at that. That's what she got hired for. She got hired to be the rat that she is, running around here like a wild boar. That's what she got hired to be. Okay? That's what keeps her pockets fat. And Pap knows that. And that's why he goes along with it, because he just here to drain the swamp. He here to drain the swamp. Alright? You're not going to sit up here and tell me, you know what? I ain't even going to get in there because I don't even care. They both deserve each other at the end of the day. But it's just corny, because who would let they boar run loose like this? Alright, take that hoe back in the woods where you got her from and let her run around there. Huh? Let that wild boy run around in the back of the woods somewhere. Not out here on these streets, because something ain't right with this thing. Something is not right with this thing. Now, whose story I would listen to? Rich. Her ex, Rich. I interviewed the nigga myself. Y'all would just have to send me some questions, because I don't be caring about people's relationship. But I do know one thing. Why I would like to know why you let her put your nieces and nephews out of the gym after their own father's funeral, and then you still look this bitch in the face and told a lie to her that you want to be her husband and shit like that. That's who you want to marry? Somebody who put your family out after their own father's funeral? Wow. You must have been really doing some shit behind her back, bro. Or she been really about, you know what? She was. And she liked posting it. She used to give him stuff. Shit. The truck she gave him. I remember that. Yeah. And then I remember when she went and got it. And then she get that. Who drive it? Who drive that truck, Pat? Huh? Pat, who can't rap? When you came up there to surprise her, fake surprise her doing Valentine's Day or whatever it was. Y'all was on the beach. Pat was driving a car, the same truck she repossessed from Rich. So she like getting her bums taken care of. She said that herself. And so, you know, you can't blame him. And it's not going to be long term. Who would be proud to have, I don't care how much money she made. First of all, the acting like this don't make her money. The only way to make her money is clicks and views that she might get off of the byproduct of somebody watching other people do commentary on her and then deciding that they're going to go over there and see what she's saying, what she up to. Man, that shit ain't nothing. That ain't hitting on nothing. That make about as much sense as AB being a stone cold drunk like he is right now. Even with a second shot to be in spotlight and make all that money, he still won't go get help. He ain't nowhere near it, you know. That make about you support Papoose supporting Claressa is about as make about as much sense as Dean the Great supporting AB. Okay, it just don't. It don't.
Hype this video too.
Oh, shit. It's something else I gotta talk about before I get up
in a
off
car
here.
accident, don't call an attorney. Use this AI app instead. That's what I did, and it's how I got this $100,000 check in less than 30 seconds. I know it sounds crazy, but trust me.
You know what? I
if
ain't
you've
gonna
been
do it.
injured
I'm gonna
in
start
a car
another
accident,
video. Let me see. I think I got one more person talking about this. Nope, that was it. Okay, so I must have missed it. Because that was 3 of them. More than that, it jumped. This is the one I missed.
Papoose's latest actions show that he may be standing next to Claressa Shields, but he ain't there. And choosing this entanglement led to Claressa ruining her own dreams because her recent jealous outburst makes her a liability and prove that it's a wrap.
It's definitely a wrap because this latest mess that this girl has done is unbelievable. I do not believe that she actually put her hands on this amazing Alicia Baumgardner. I do not believe this. And for him to have been standing right there.
Here they go. Greetings.
Hey Tina, this Tanya. I was giving you a call.
Ooh, you got all kind of excitement in your voice, and you just all up and woke and everything. But you know, we drivers, we be resty.
Okay, well hold on. So it looked like the alarm did get edited, so it went off to be at 9:47.
Okay.
It says at 11:12, so you should have because 9:47.
But then
10 hours. Go ahead.
Go ahead. Tell me what time you get when you come up with it.
Halfway 7. Hold on. 10, 12. 1, 2, 3, 7 o'clock. 7:30.
That's right. And he wanted me to pick it up at 5.
Oh, no. No, it picks up at 8 p.m. You got another load. It took up at 8 p.m.
I don't even on the time. Listen, we be sleep. You know that? We be doing stuff, washing clothes, or taking a shower, or trying to eat, or something, and then we go to sleep. We don't be up and doing things like y'all do. So yeah, that's the one I was talking about. So what's this one?
This is Alpharetta, Atlanta.
Alpharetta, Atlanta?
If you pick up at 8, go to Alpharetta. I think that where's that?
Oh, you thought my message was talking about the new load? I sent that message earlier.
No, you sent the message at 1:06. I can't get there until nearly 8 p.m.
But that's where he was trying to give me the load he talked to me about this morning. Yeah, I didn't see nothing else but that. Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Okay, so just Alpharetta at he got me at 11.
Okay.
And then once you do finish that, you come back and well, no, you don't, because they ain't breaking something too. So you should have both of those on your trailer.
Okay.
And once you got ready to go to Atlanta. Okay.
Okay, so it's gonna be 2 stops.
Yep, a 2 stops.
Okay. I got it.
And then back on. All right.
All right.
Appreciate you.
All right. Have a good one. Bye.
You too. Bye.
That's my girl. That's my girl right there. That's Tanya. That's my girl right there. That's Tanya.
Try that shit on the train. You know what I'm saying? Try that shit on the fucking train. What kind of shit? You know what I'm saying? Got 1,000 niggas right front of me.
And see and be able to stop that before other people. Other people had to stop this girl's hand. He's standing right there. He's indifferent because he's not even paying attention to this. I don't know what to call her at this point. Just classless, just tasteless, just uncontrollable. I don't know what to call her. He's not even paying attention to her. I watched that tape thoroughly, and I'm looking like, he's looking over there, and this girl immediately puts her hand out there to mess.
Don't that seem weird? If they're arguing, if they are in the middle, man, this song feels so good. I want to go outside so bad. I'm a melt though. I'm a melt like a mug. If your girl's standing there in a whole argument in public with another chick, wouldn't you be like focusing on what? Hold on, wait a minute. Like paying attention, trying to stop her, trying to make sure nobody. Like, it's weird to be like totally tuned out of the whole situation, ain't it? You know what I'm saying? Like,
with this amazing boxer. Words are just not enough to say how awful this girl behaved at an event that she was not even invited to.
Right. I mean, Alicia is the one who got to walk the red carpet.
Alicia walked that red carpet. Yes, she did.
Yeah,
listen,
and
I keep telling y'all, these people get money to create chaos, to keep chaos going, to keep you talking about chaos. I mean, look at here. We're talking about it. There's a lot of other subjects that I engage in and keep up with and even discuss to some level with other people on the internet, right? Every single day. But do I come on here and make videos about it or do lives about it or nothing like that? Actually, no. Because first of all, I'm already targeted enough. So it would really be an issue. Secondly, I need to change that in my tablet because if I mess around and go to sleep, I wake up on another planet. And then I'll be like, shit, okay. What am I supposed to do? I'll mess around and think I'm doing something different. But I think they're going to send it to me, though. But just in case. I'm pretty sure they is, but just in case. Then I keep up my nose better. But, talking about this ain't that hard. It's shutting clothes with take her ass to jail. Alright, so we're gonna scratch that. We're gonna go to Alpharetta and then Atlanta, 8 o'clock, so 7:45. All right. They get paid to do this. They get paid to do this mess.
This is the thing. It's like when you were younger and your parents took you to company's house, and the rules were simple. You don't act a fool. You don't act up in front of company, and you don't act up at company's house. Someone brought her to this place, and this is a Netflix event, sponsored event, MVP, all this stuff. This is where the big names are. This is where they have celebrity roles sitting in there's particular seats. You go there because this is where you want to be seen so that you can network. These are those networking opportunities. She gets to company's house and shows her entire behind. And she just proved to all of them that she's a liability. When they start announcing this $8 million deal that she has, she said that, this was groundbreaking because she wanted to eventually make it to the point where she was like Floyd and getting $50 million per fight. This is how you do it, by showing that you are professional, not getting in a hissy fit and a tizzy because someone who she's insecure and seemingly jealous of is getting the attention that she's worked hard
ever
for.
Get to that level.
And that's
boxing is one of the most underpaid sports, in my opinion, because it's more dangerous than football. But football is a very close second. Any contact combat sports, mixed martial arts, Muay Thai, those should be the highest paid. All right. They look how many brands Blueface shows y'all he had on his shorts. How many brands he had on his I think he had some on his around his band or whatever the hell. But it's brand backing that helps really get you the money. They help sponsor and support shit so that the bag can be bigger. And when you don't, all she got is win. All she got is win. And y'all done said, now my front door alarm just went off 3 times. I swear, this woman was like an old damn lady. She got to set the camera off so many times just to get down the stairs. I don't understand that part. Yeah, I think it's because of the way she walked. She be struggling, boy. It's like a whole, she gotta walk on this side, then she gotta walk on that side, then she gotta walk on this side, then she gotta walk on that side. Then when she go down the steps, it's like, zoom. She gotta readjust her hip bones or something. I don't know what the hell. And then it's, she plop down on that one. And then she gotta get it together, get in gear. I be looking at that shit. I'm tired of seeing this hoe come and go every day. That shit made me wanna go out there and rent a block. These trucks ain't live to go to the shop right here. Made me want to go circle the block in 90-degree weather around these trucks 10 times. You know what I mean? Because I'm like, I don't want to be like that. God.
That's another thing. That's a scripture in the Bible. When you don't go and sit yourself in pride of place at these at events, or basically how she goes around calling herself the woke, calling herself all of this, you don't do that, because what happens is
there's more to explore with Seaboard in Alaska. Access beyond compare. Expert expedition guides in luxury that never.
That ends up leading to her own abasement. You're supposed to let the people call you up. You don't have to be the self-proclaimed anything. But this whole because it's not confidence. What it is it's hubris.
Yes.
That she's acting in, and it causes her to completely lose it when it's shown for false pride as it is.
That's exactly what it is. It's excessive pride, it's excessive ego, and it has nothing to do with confidence, because if she was a confident person, she would not behave with jealousy, with envy, with spite, with ugliness. She would not behave without class. She would not behave unprofessional. She would not behave in this manner. And yeah, Floyd Mayweather, oh, she could forget about that, okay? Because these people do not want to be bothered with her.
It's a liability. She is showing herself to be a liability because, in all rights, Alicia could press on her. She could basically go, and even though she hasn't gotten that full $8 million, that could be it. I think she only got like a $3 million advance so far, or signing bonus or something like that. And she's supposed to get the rest of it if she does 2 fights in the next 2 years, or 2 fights a year for the next 2 years. It's like, she doesn't even have all that, and her actions are causing her to write checks that she don't even have the money for yet.
Exactly. And this young lady walked the red carpet, and that is something else that this other person, Claressa, will not be seen in any near future.
What
because
is that? Who in their right mind will call her to the red carpet? They got Tiana Taylor. What the fuck would they do with a Claressa? She's ugly and she awkward. She ugly, she shaped funny, and she awkward. Like, just her presence is awkward. It's not just masculine, it's just awkward as hell. She don't know how to coordinate, she don't know how to dress, and she don't, again, like they said, she has no confidence. Confidence don't have to be loud. Confidence don't come in the room, hey y'all, I'm in the building, hey, what's up, what's up, you see me, I'm beautiful, you see me, I'm beautiful. No. Confidence gets noticed.
She was upset that this girl is being seen all over the world as the one to watch in this sport. She is upset about so many things. She's taking it out on other people because she's upset about Remy Ma's husband doing what he does, and that is acting indifferent with her, acting that she is just what the public perceived her to be, a place for him to try to rise in the ranks. But he can forget it too, because you know what? The people who matter, they don't want to touch neither one of them. They don't want to touch anyone like Claressa without class, Claressa with the lack of restraint, because that's what it is. Their very lives are lascivious. They are lascivious. They are without restraint, and they think they can come up into these people's places and do this thing. Right. It's time for these people to show them, no. There are people online saying that they should ban her from all these events. There are people in the comments that saying enough is enough. It is time for this girl to go home.
Yeah, because it's really, it's so unprofessional. I mean, it's worse than that, but it's just bullying. To keep it cute, it's unprofessional.
It shouldn't be allowed. Baum needs to be protected. At this point, y'all better stop playing and look at this for what it is. There is something very dangerous about this girl. She ain't got them all mentally. And I'm not saying that as, in a way, she could use that as an excuse ever she go to court. I'm saying she just off with it. You know, she hood off. You know, that type of off. Like, it's not cool and it's not safe to allow Alicia to be bullied like that. All right? When confrontations like this happens, they're almost always, if not always, staged, if you will. They're arranged. They're put together. Let's say it's 2 potential people that the fans always wanted to see box, and you know it's one of them night, like Alicia's, right? And the other one ain't even expected to be there. Okay, you know it's gonna be like they gonna have it to where everybody know what's going on, and the other one show up and you know do a little argument or whatever, smack the little hand or whatever the case may be. It's okay because it's not going nowhere, because we know this is what we already talked about. So everybody cool. Ain't nobody gonna lose their head. Ain't nobody gonna get hurt. But we gonna lead this up to a fight and everybody gonna get paid. Okay, soon as they see that little wrestling move right there, you know how the wrestlers used to have these little storylines and somebody pop up with some BS and be like, oh yeah, I'll see you in the ring. You know, some old mess like that. You know, that's how it normally go. But there is no potentials for Claressa and Baumgardner to fight. And everybody knows this. I'm tired to death for hearing everybody talk about it. But yet, it's still, you're allowing this chick to come up here and bully and harass her with a confrontation and physical touch as if this was some kind of boxing skit. No, it's not. This is somebody being harassed. Harassed while at work, while, you know, doing their career. Like, what's up with that? It doesn't make any sense.
In this place where Alicia is getting all of this attention, you know, because basically everyone was saying how Netflix was completely ignoring Claressa Shields. Right. Papoose. They were actually sitting on Celebrity Row. They were sitting, matter of fact, they were sitting right next to Tommy Lee and his wife, and Netflix put the Jumbotron on Tommy Lee and was like, oh, look who's in the audience, Tommy Lee. They completely skipped Claressa, didn't even mention her as part of being on Celebrity Row. But guess who got on there? Nobody. Oh, it's Alicia the Baumgardner. Yeah. You know, she was on there. She's walking the red carpet. She's invited into these spaces that Claressa has.
That's why I keep telling y'all, Claressa is not a celebrity. You know, and boxers aren't really supposed to be celebrities. They're supposed to be fucking boxers. But Claressa is not. She keeps telling y'all she's the GOAT and she's the face of boxing. She actually isn't. Okay? She's not favored by anyone except for y'all dummies, y'all weirdos. Alright? She's not a household name in any sense of the word. Okay? She's not a household name in any sense of the world. And let's be clear. Let's be all the way clear. That was not her night. That was Alicia's night. So you damn right when they partner with her company, her promotion company, they're going to sit there and promote her ass. It's her event, her night. What are we talking about? How somebody going to come up in a spot and try to steal the spot, and then if they can't get it naturally, they doing what they do. Okay? She's a swiper. No swiping, bitch. No swiping. Fuck that. No swiping.
To bum rush herself into. And that's the thing. And when she sees these people getting the attention that she can't even get from her own person who she thinks is hers, but is really Remy Ma's husband, it ends up making her
check this
lose
out.
it.
Rim said stop calling him her husband. How about that? Okay, she discarded that nigga a long time ago. We in the clear. We understand. They still married, but can y'all stop putting her down like that? All right, I thought once we understood once she dropped that diss song, then that's just we done calling him her husband. We know they married. All right, just say he a married man. Just say that. Stop attaching his name to Rim. We actually would like to see Rim with somebody that she happy with. She could be single too, but shit, people promote that enough. Damn. I want oh, the shit went out. I want oh, now it's not where I'm not getting in that damn line. They're going over there just so they can tell me they don't know how to fix it yet again. I say I should, so then I can take it to the
Unloved, that she's not of any import to him. And instead of putting that on these other ladies who are just doing their jobs and living their lives and taking it out on them, she needs to save that energy for the man who's been playing in her face this entire time. The same way y'all saw how, I think it was last week, there was this clip going around with her on the machines working out, and then Papoose walked in the room and she ends up putting on this sad face. And it's like, she needs some money. And then he says, excuse me? And she's like, she needs some money.
Papoose response when Claressa Shields told him she needs some money is giving.
Yeah, I gotta go back outside. I gotta go back outside.
It's money.
Picking up at 8 o'clock, that's so early. That's so early. Bro, that is early as hell. I'm like, I just got here. So, I gotta pick between sewing and get a workout. I can finish cutting my patterns. I got a handful of hats I'm gonna make newsboy hats. I'm gonna make some more tulip hats. I'm gonna resize this one because I made it too big, and this fabric, I love this fabric. And I will show y'all, but why should I get up right now? But I'm gonna make some tulip hats. You know, all that blocks the sun. And look at my fedora. I'm gonna make some more fedoras, but do it.
And, you know, he eventually basically ended up, well, you better get some sponsors for that, you know, all that stuff. Materials. But not only was that showing his complete difference, because what a real man, romantic man for his lady would do, would be like, well, baby, what you need? Or y'all know that Terrence Howard could be going around.
Baby needs some money.
Hey.
You know, just give her what she needs.
What you never want to do. You never want to fall asleep in this mud. And you don't have, like, your AC happens to go out and say phone, it's the phone temperature too high.
He said, and he paying all her bills, but he again just like Remy said, she just keep talking out her neck because he's not paying anything. Because what does that look like? Baby, I need some money. He's like, excuse me, well, you better get to work and keep looking beautiful so you can get some sponsors.
They always tell off on themselves.
Exactly. And so that indifference, that disregard that he keeps doing,
that's why
towards her.
But y'all keep bringing up, remember when he was on Remy when she got out and he didn't want her to miss curfew and all this and that? And y'all remember how he was forcing her to work? Well, okay, this is how it went. He said they had a pact. He said, both of them said, they had a pact that when she got out, she would get busy on work. And when you in there, it sounds like that because it's like, okay, like, and you know, would I be breaking my neck right now to try and go pick up a load as hot as it is and all that, blah, blah, blah. I mean, I'm legit on break. So I'm just saying. Of course not. But, you know, if I was, you know, destitute or in a position where my leg was broke for 6 months or some crazy shit, I'd be like, man, when I get to work, when I get the opportunity to work, I'm gonna freaking work. I ain't gonna take advantage. You know, I ain't gonna take shit for granted. You know, it's kind of like one of them. But being locked up for so many years, once she got out, she kind of just wanted to parlay a little bit. And he was just like, chop, 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 chop. We got to make this money and build your brand back up, which is, in my opinion, crucial. So I'm not saying it was harmful what he was doing, but it also still looked weird. Because at the same time, no matter which way you slice it, you can watch Papoose all day long and be like, okay, I get it. You supporting your woman. You want to keep on the right path, the righteous path. Because if Remy didn't put her hustle in when she got out, build her shit back up, you know, she could have just not gotten so big again. If that makes sense. You know, you understand. Well, where's your shit at, Pat? Your girl even mentioned that in the song. Do it for yourself what you claim you be doing for other people. Because he didn't do, let's be clear, he didn't do shit for Rim. Rim is Rim. You know, he just,
and that she is choosing.
He just in the back because Rim is what she's a New York girl. She's a, Rim used to be, you know, who Claressa trying to be. And let's put it like that. And I'm gonna leave that there. Because let's not play with it. Who Claressa trying to make y'all think she is. Okay? Rim was the real bully, okay? So and let's not say she shot her friend over some money. I mean, come on, y'all. What's the reason why you would shoot a bitch? Okay, let's keep it real. Let's keep it real. How do we got motion on the front porch again? Okay? It's nobody. It's some lady. I don't know. I ain't gonna speak out loud because you never know who people are. They could be watching your damn live stream. And I don't even. I'm just gonna keep that ass. Okay? Okay, that was weird. Is it some kind of bug or something? That was weird. Okay, whatever.
Take something from someone that she was also feeling certain kind of way about, Remy Ma in this instance, that is making her ruin her own dreams.
Hey,
She
listen,
wants
bro.
to be
I
the
couldn't be with
biggest-
no dude who wasn't the man. Okay, he gotta be the man. He's the man all day. You the man, submit. You know, when I look at you, I respect you. You know what I mean? Like, you the man. Like, I'm not. You're not coming to me for some money. That's weird. Giving no dude would come to me for money. That's weird. I could not even see, bro, who are you, my little brother? Like, what are we doing? And I'm about to tell my little brother to go get a job. Like, what are we talking about? Hey, you gonna be a man or you not a man? That's how these dudes end up putting their hands on their women. Nah, I can't.
And the best, and all she is ever showing herself to be is someone that doesn't belong in the rooms that she's staying in.
And in actuality, she should be thankful to Remy Ma because you know what? If it wasn't for Remy Ma, no one would know this woman. Because she is looking at being with Remy Ma's
She's
husband.
so woke, we
That
didn't
is
even
the
know
talk.
what
No
who
one would
she
know
was.
her.
Not on
Okay?
this scale, not
Not
at
on
all.
this scale, they would know her. They would not know her on such a massive platform like this. They
No.
would not know her.
And that's so sad.
They would know us by our fruits. They would know us by our fruits. Keep that in mind. We met this chick off of a woman exposing her for begging her husband for attention and gifts.
That is what they know her for poor character and for lack of judgment and for
That's how she came on
her
the scene.
being the one who's always, Hing on people. Like even when she said that after she did what she did to Alicia, she's gonna go ahead and be like she H when she talked to her or something like that. That's what she's saying. It's like she's the one that's always filled with H because she doesn't feel she deserves
it's in her
what
tone.
she has, and she certainly is acting like she doesn't.
It's in her tone.
She does not
It's aggressive.
ever
She's very masculine.
want to be
without
in a
being masculine.
position where she has to look in Remy Ma's
Not
face
real
and
masculinity,
say,
but just
I am
like
sorry.
for a woman.
Because
that's very
that's
masculine.
what she needs to
Way
do.
she is.
And she needs to leave Remy Ma's husband alone. No class,
Remy don't want him.
no professionalism, poor character.
It's
And
a
again,
wrap.
I can't say what that woman
That's
wants.
all.
All right, let us know what you
I can't
guys
say what
think
that
in the
woman
comments. Remember to like, subscribe, and hype up the video for more. Thanks for watching.
Okay, this is my thing. I want to talk about this. I was going to do another video, but I don't care. I don't get views
Next
like that
generation
anyway,
walk.
so I'm just going to talk about it. Man, if y'all ain't heard what's going on with Alvin Preach. When Preach did a video on his own channel talking about this, it came on my timeline. And I didn't know Preach had a channel of his own. So he got a lot of hits off that video. And he was talking about something was going on with ABBA. ABBA had to go live. He had a show to do. Preach had a show to do, a comedy show. It wasn't their scheduled live thing. You know, ABBA and Preach is a team. You know, they do videos together. So ABBA called him and said something is going down, and he needs to go live, and he said, I can't do it. I'm on my way here. Let's do it tomorrow. He said, no, I got ballet class or some shit. I don't know, I forgot. Abba said, nah, I gotta go ballet or Zumba or some shit. And so Preach was like, damn, so you just gonna do a show without me. But he presented it as if Abba didn't even tell him what the show was about. I called Cap in my head right then and there, because how are you gonna tell me that you're having a show off on our brand, our channel, us, and we always do it together. They see one, they see the other, and you're gonna say it's some personal shit too, and you're not gonna tell me what it is. No, he knew what it was. So he said he was driving along, going to his little thing, trying to listen in, and Abba didn't go on just yet, but another channel went on, and he was listening to that guy. Man, I listened to all their videos. Then Preach, after his show, which I think he left early, went to the straight to the studio to fall in, jump in, and support Abba. And Abba's talking about, and the other channel is talking about an ex-girlfriend of Abba's who wants to expose him. I said, what? I didn't even know he, girls like him. Okay, cool. Okay. So they presented this whole story. Now, the other guy on the other channel said the girl inboxed him. He said he don't understand why she inboxed him, because he is not an op. He's not an op of Abba and Preach. But she was trying to say she would pay him to tell her if she should come forward with the information. And so she sent them information. He said he kind of pretty much looked like some stuff was missing, but of course it would be. Nobody's going to give you everything. All their personal business, everything that was said word for word. But he said it doesn't look like there's really, he said he advised her against it. And of course she ended up doing it anyway. And it's about her being with him. Relationship didn't go too well, and I guess she's trying to say Abba was trying to force her to delete a child that she was carrying from him. Now, when Abba and Preach got on, Abba said he knows for a fact she was pregnant, right? Preach keeps saying, oh, I don't know, I don't think. And Abba said, no, I know for a fact she is. What I found also interesting is that Preach kept trying to say he don't believe she was, but Abba, the dude who was with her, is saying he knows for a fact she was pregnant. Okay, that was another red flag. Then we have Preach calling the girl bitchs and other things, and I'm like, Abba's not talking about her like that. He's expressing what happened, his disappointment, and all of these things, but he is not calling her no names like that, for sure. So why, Preach, are you going off on her like that? Okay, red flag to me. Now, another red flag was Preach said he doesn't know anybody that Abba's dating. He hasn't met anybody Abba dated, but Abba would say, yes, you had. He said he doesn't say he met anyone that Abba's dating, because if he meets someone, he doesn't know who she is to Abba. That's weird. You and him been doing videos since y'all both was obese, like many years ago. Like many years ago. I don't even know how long, but I know, I'm pretty sure it's over 10 years. Listen, y'all ain't friends. You don't know. Y'all don't. He said Abba doesn't talk about his personal life at all. That was a red flag to me. Red flag. Red flag. I could go on and on, right, with the red flags. However, Abba presented a presentation that included discussing that she recorded him, he recorded her, clearly, because he played recordings. So, to me, that was another red flag, too, because it's like, y'all talking about, you're discussing, she was recording, but you were recording, too, Scooby-Doo. So, okay. But he basically was saying that they got together. She come from, he lives in, I don't know, Canada, I guess. And she was from America. I think one of them was from my home state. Something like that. But he flew her out. They had a relationship. Just a bunch of weird, corny shit that I don't care about. However, she got pregnant. He presented it as if she was a very unstable, emotionally, mentally unstable chick, which has every potential of being the truth. But it's also a great go-to for guys. It's like they put you, they, I don't know, blue face you, and then when you react weird, it's like, why are you behaving like toxic? Because they were toxic in the first place, and then you toxic, and y'all being toxic, and she has soul ties to you. She has emotional, you know, y'all, you screwing a fool. All right, once you get emotions involved, then you get to acting up. Then enjoy the foolishness, because that is your creation. You brought that on yourself. It's inevitable. So don't complain. Just find a way out of it for everybody. That's in the best interest, hopefully. But it seemed like he had a hard time getting rid of her, and he wanted to prove that he had a hard time getting rid of her, and he wanted to keep the baby, but she didn't want to keep it, and she was always holding it over his head that, you know, I'll keep it this day, I won't this day, or she was trying to do like some sneaky Krishan shit. I'll go over here, have the baby, won't let you see it, blah blah blah. So it was kind of one of them. So he even had a moment in this where he seemed like he was getting emotional over the fact that, you know, she aborted his kid and he wanted to keep the kid. He told a whole story about, he got to thinking about his health. He got to thinking about how he would be, you know, as a father in the future. So he wanted to, you know, try to get it together a little bit. He started preparing himself mentally and everything, although it wasn't an ideal situation. The child was coming, and he was trying to tell her, no, don't get an abortion. So, per his story, she is bad. She is a bad guy. She's a bad guy. She is a bad guy. And she just is vexed, I guess, and thinking that it would be a big news to the audience that, oh, they dated, she got pregnant, one was on this side, one was on that. It's just a relationship that went bad, right? Like, we would be like, ooh, over that shit. So she contacted Preach along with other content creators and shared their private information with them, which is so crazy. Okay. However, there's more than one side to a story. But Preach told her, listen, I don't know you. I don't know none of his friends. I don't know his business. So it's no point in contacting me. And that was weird. Red flag. Y'all, nigga, y'all know each other. Stop playing. Red flag. Okay, you if you introduce him to a chick, you let him know. If not, you're having sex with her. Okay, cut it out. Cut it out. This, I don't know anything. That's your stance. I guess that's what y'all agreed upon when you realized that he was a Scott LaRock, you know? I guess. But Abba put on a great performance. If you were watching those lives, which he now has his members only, you would be like, oh, this is touching, you know? He did all that. He was thinking in his head he was going to have a baby, and then he had to advocate for the baby because she wouldn't let him go with her to the abortion. She kept changing her mind. She said she was going to have it, and then after she broke up with him, she said she was going to have a baby, and then she wasn't going to let him see it. Blah, 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 blah. Sad guy. She went on while pregnant, broke up with him, and said she was going to deny him access to everything. And then, come to find out later on, she actually ended up having having the abortion anyway. And so he's got to mourn all that. And that makes sense. And then he wanted to play a little music to lift his spirits. And it's like, oh, you sold that. Too many red flags, though. Too many red flags. And then we have your boy, O'Shea Duke Jackson. Let me tell you. Let me make sure the volume is on. Okay. What's up, everybody?
I really didn't want to do this video, family. And the reason why is because I do like Abba and Preach.
I think you did want to do the video.
I think they're really good when it comes to social commentary issues. They're the best team that I've ever seen in the reaction niche, hands down. In my honest opinion, as YouTubers professionals,
it's not gonna matter because I'm trimming it all.
Never heard anything about them professionally. However, when you come on here to the YouTube platform and you have a persona about one thing to your audience, and then somebody shows something else and they can prove it, it does hurt your credibility. And this is an important thing with Abba and Preach. They have been pristine. Preach, love the guy. Don't always agree with his takes. Seems like a nice guy, very positive, cool guy. Same thing with Abba. Unfortunately, Preach tried to cover for Abba's BS on this live stream called Let's Talk About It, which he tried to defend Abba in his shade situation. And he spent most of this argument trying to prove that Abba is a private person and didn't really deserve to be exposed.
Because you have to understand that I'm livid for a couple of reasons, right? Reason number one, there's a lot of people out there that do not want to talk about sometimes your friends.
So in this clip, he is basically saying he's livid.
Now, I'm not gonna lie, that was a big red flag for me, as I said before, but it also put me in a different spot when it comes to Preach, because you didn't have to go out your way to be mean and rude to this chick when you know that there's two sides to a story and you know your boy is on some BS with these women. And you didn't have to go out your way to be like, I'm mad she came forward with this and put this public because my boy Abba don't talk about the dirty deeds he be doing out here in these funky streets. You know what I mean? Like, it's like you're trying to bash and shame her for coming out with her truth and her being amongst one of many women with similar, if not the same stories. Oh, by the way, another red flag, when Abba said, I didn't know I could get her pregnant. The doctor told me he never really finished it, but basically he was going to say, doctor told him he couldn't have no babies. I forgot what Preach said, but he was like, no, it wasn't that. It was just, he just told me I would, he didn't finish it. And it's like, he basically trying to say he thought he couldn't have no children. Okay, that's code word for telling y'all, yeah, I'm just around here busting up in everything raw.
because Abba's personal information is out there, and he's a person that doesn't really like to express his personal life. And he's talking about a friend here, but we can assume that that person's Abba. He then, in response to that, to this girl Libby, the one that exposed him, he said this:
"He's better than me." This man doesn't even want to say about you. But since you're trying to frame him as something that he's not, now he's got him.
Hold on.
Hold
on. Why you doing this? Hold on, preach. You said you don't know nothing about Abba's personal life. You said you don't know nothing about Abba's personal life. And when you meet any chick he with, you have no idea if they're dating. So how you know she lying? How you know she's presenting him as something you're not? Are you there in a relationship with them? No, you're not even double dating with them. You said your life is completely separate from Preach's and you have no idea. So how are you bashing her and coming at her? See, you was gunning for her too hard. That's how I knew y'all niggas was on some shit. Okay, I didn't need O'Shea Dookie Jackson to come out here and blow the spot up. I was waiting on them other chicks to come out. Apparently they already was. Apparently you already knew that. But you think with your big platform you can scare everybody else off because you know it's a lot more. You know your dude ain't shit. And that tells me you ain't shit, nigga. Yeah, you was gunning kind of hard for the chick. Your boy should have tapped you and told you to chill.
Talk about you.
He says he didn't want to say anything about you, but since you want to frame him as something that he's not, you left him no choice. Again, respectfully, I like Preach a lot, but this is foolish. Okay, they have not only exposed Abba's private life, which you didn't want to get out to the public, and I understand it because it makes the brand look bad. But Abba is actually way worse than this in his personal dealings with women. He's 100% worse. So you're right. Okay, they didn't frame him as something that he's not, because at the time that you did this video, nobody thought that Abba was this bad. Even me. I'm in the comment section of the Preach video, like, yo, bro, glad you got the new channel. But the reality is,
Abba was
way worse than that. There are so many other women that have come forward. Some are workers. Some are women who live in the UK. Some are women who live in North Carolina. And that has nothing to do with Stephanie and Libby. Now we're talking about 5 people from last week. 4 other people, okay? And the fact is that Preach is here on this stream, scrambling around, trying to make excuses for his friend.
He's banging on the girl.
His friend,
let's keep it real.
Literally.
Preach is literally banging on that girl.
And talk about women in the same way that Myron and Fresh does. But Abba is, from what they are showing, and he's not, he's admitted to the first 2, which was Stephanie and Libby, because he exposed the lady in Switzerland. So that makes me believe that the lady isn't lying about the subsequent 3. Okay? In this case, Abba is even worse than Fresh or Fred. He's worse. When it comes to dealing with women, the tactics he uses, the level of abuse he uses, according to these women, is even worse than Myron and Fresh and Fit. The thing with Myron and Fresh and Fit, you know, those guys, you've had a few women complain about them, but none in this detail like this. Which means that they don't even have enough enemies to come out and expose them, and they kick girls out of their podcast studio. So she wasn't trying to frame him as something that he's not. She actually didn't even know how bad he was.
You know what Georgians hate? Being taken advantage of. And that's what Rick Jackson did. According to the U.S. Attorney, Jackson's company profited off a Medicare fraud scam targeting...
Then he tried to make excuses. When the girl reached out to him, he said this:
I don't know what's going on with y'all. I don't want to have this baby and everything and stuff. Something that he hasn't even told me. So if he hasn't told me that, I'm not his friend. So I don't have the relationship you think we do have.
Well, I'm not his friend, so you can't come to me because he never told me about your relationship. But you was just defending. You said that you were livid, that people are making Abba come out of his shell. Then you tell the girl, well, since he didn't tell me, I'm not even his friend. But you You were on your way to a comedy concert, and he asks you to come back and turn back around to be a part of his stream. You know who you do that for? Your friends. So you don't want to get involved with it, and you're mad that she's exposing it.
I'm here for
but now all of a sudden,
I'm here for your butt ass.
This lets me know when you say something like this that you knew that Abba was doing something he had no business doing, because this response from Preach to this young lady is not a response of a person who's actually being mature about the situation. Really isn't. And this is, and everybody make mistakes as YouTube. We all take L's here on this platform. It's just all time.
Hold on.
Okay.
Hold on. If y'all ain't seen the live before they put it behind the paywall, because I'm right there while they live. Man, Preach was busting shots. He was calling her bitches. He was yelling. He was getting excited at times. He was like trying to paint narratives and shit, even though I was standing right there like, bro, she was pregnant. I mean, that's just one of them. Like, he was banging on this shit. He was banging on this chick. He banging on her in this video, but he was banging on this chick hard. I was like, bro, you sat up here and just remember, keep your scripts together, okay? Because, you know, sometimes you can't take this with this because it'll have a bad reaction. So you can't mix two different storylines. You said you don't know nothing about him and his personal life. You know, he went into this whole thing. He introduced you to this girl. I ain't never met her. I don't know who she is. That could be the sister. I don't make no assumptions. I don't make no judgments, and he don't tell me nothing, right? So you don't know nothing. So how you defending something you don't know shit about? Y'all good. Y'all come in, you record, you go your way. That's it. That's it. That's what you said. That's it. That's it. So what you defending? Make it make sense. Both of y'all full of shit. Yeah.
Abba was full of shit. Now you over there telling the lady that, you know what, I didn't know. Well, I ain't his friend. He never told me about your relationship. But she telling you she pregnant. Right? Got nothing to do with me. That ain't what you told Fresh and Fit and Myron. You told them that if one defends the other, they're not being accountable because they're defending the other person when they're in the wrong. And it's possible that Priest didn't know the whole entire story, but I doubt it. Ask his buddy. They made a lot of money in this. He's sticking up for the brand. He was doing what a good friend would do, and I respect Preach to a certain degree.
I wouldn't call that a good friend.
For following the sword. I would put him in a messed up situation. If Abba and Preach never are the same, Abba ruined Fresh. Abba's the reason why they got ruined. Okay? But I like them both.
A good friend. I would have had, upon finding out he moving like that, that would have been part of our contract in the first place. Can't neither one of you be off doing on those side quests with, you know, adventures with people we not dating or, you know, blah, 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 blah. If it's going to mess up the brand and you moving like that, bro, I'm going to give you, I don't know, to get that shit taken care of and cut it out post haste. And the next time, no warning, you out. Or you might be out the first time. I don't know. But it's not tolerance, because for him to get to that level, oh, there was a high level of tolerance. But now you don't got no tolerance for the chicks to say something. Man, who the fuck y'all niggas think y'all are? Huh? You could just do any kind of way with women, and then you think they're not supposed to ever have a voice? What? Do I think it's tacky to bring your relationship drama and stuff? Yeah, but it's a whole nother story when somebody out here, you know, behind the scenes being a deviant. You know what I mean? That's a whole different. You're gonna try to knock down, oh, she can't have a voice, right? Because he don't talk about his business. So let him do his shit in private too, just like all the other dudes that get in power and get chicks. Because who fucking with Abba? I mean, this dude, Abba, I ain't gonna talk about it because I mean, I watch them. I like them too, as far as their content, but money would do it, boy.
This doesn't seem to be truthful to me. Okay? He then will go out and say,
I don't even know any of the exes that Abba. I've never seen them. And he's probably gonna say, if Abba would hear me right now, he would say, that's a lie. You've seen my exes. Yeah, I probably have, but you never told me that you were going out with him.
Has he ever seen your boyfriend?
Me, I'm not going to assume. you're with a girl, I'm not gonna assume that it's your girlfriend.
So he was seeing Abba with other girls. But because he saw Abba with other girls, he didn't know that it was the girlfriend. Because he didn't tell me, so I'm assuming it's not. Again, it doesn't seem like a very good, it doesn't seem believable. Like, you guys have had this relationship for 10 years. You guys are in the same category of entertainment. You're both comedians, one's a dancer. You guys have been very close for a long time. So much so you see him with different ladies. You know when the lady is not from America, don't you? Like, let's say you're in Montreal. Oh, this is such and such. Where are you from? California. Then you see her again. Where are you from? California. Well, I'm not going to assume that's his girl. Where are you from? You're from North Carolina. Well, I'm not going to assume that's his girl. Where are you from? I'm from London. Well, I'm not going to assume that's his girl.
But I'm a chocolate lover.
So many women that he flies into Montreal. It's pathetic. That's what you're telling everybody. Well, he didn't tell me. Well, you ain't gotta tell you. You can look at what he's doing. You can see it. You can see it. This is why y'all are out there suffering right now, because he got too cocky. Like this wasn't gonna happen, and it did. It's blowing up big. Then my favorite part.
And then the way he dressed, bro. Get the fuck. Hey, ladies, y'all was messing with Abba. Get the fuck.
Not to go for gold diggers, not to go for hookers and stuff like that, and he did the exact opposite. This is not the same thing at all.
Well, this isn't the same thing that Fresh is doing, because he's actually in a relationship with these girls, or with that girl. No, that's actually not what happened. I mean, this is 8-9 days ago. It's not the same thing as Fresh, because this is actually worse. I'm going to tell you why this is worse. Number one, are Myron and Fresh hypocrites? Absolutely. And you guys prove that. But remember Daisy Chan was going around saying that Abba was lying about, like, trying to sleep with her too, and he acted like he was just exposing her, but that he didn't do it, but he was really trying to clap. The reality is Abba is just as bad as Myron, or maybe even worse, and has been the whole time. He's not looking to have a relationship with any woman. Guy got 3 chicks pregnant in 6 months. What guy goes around, no condom and everything? Then he's dumb enough, I hate to say this, but this action, you're dumb enough to bring in women to Montreal from the States? Are you serious? Like, he doesn't want to do his dirt in Montreal, and I get it, right? Don't want to do your dirt in Montreal because you don't want the spot to be hot. So you go out and you deal with all of these chicks who are, you know, non-black, mostly white, and then you have a problem with dealing with women. So because you have a problem dealing with some of these women, the issue becomes that you mistreat them, all of them. Like, all of these messages are the same. Something happens, he doesn't want to be a part of them anymore, he claps her cheeks, he gets them pregnant, but you can't really cheat American women like that, because Americans are going to tell. Like, this is not dealing with women in, like, certain parts of the world, like Dominican Republic. Okay. Certain parts of Africa. Okay. They're not going to talk about it. Got it. But when you're dealing with Americans, especially white Americans, and you're a guy like Abba, and then you mistreat somebody, well, what are they going to do? Oh, okay. Well, look, I ain't got nothing to lose. He took advantage of me. He hurt my feelings. He blocked me. He misused me. And if he thinks I'm not gonna say anything,
and you nutted and
I'm gonna
got them pregnant
and just take it on the chin. Oh no, he gotta come down. That's all they did. I was over there playing around. He was playing. I hate to say that, bro. He was playing with the wrong people. And so, you know, you're trying to act like he is better than Fresh. He's not. And again, that's why Abba's not saying anything, which is probably the best thing. He's already lost. He's been largely defeated. And now the momentum is coming up because all of these women are going to continue to bring this stuff out, man. And I would just tell all content creators.
And guess who won't ride it till the wheels fall off?
Stop screwing your subscribers.
Scooby and do.
Okay? Like, just stop. Women like your stuff. You are just a regular guy. You're at work. You're a football coach. You're a pastor. The easiest chicks to mess with are those women who are in your circle. And again, just because you're in Montreal and these chicks are watching your channel from all over the world, and Abba was using Abba and Preach for booty clap sessions. You're on Instagram They're hitting you up. We're big fans. Of course, that's where he's meeting. All these chicks were people that loved Abba and Breach. Okay, that's what. So you go through that funnel. You clap them. It doesn't work out. They don't want to say anything. Then somebody says something. Now here it is. They got the courage. I guarantee you this is.
And that's the thing that be happening with these people. They be doing a lot of dirt, and then the ones that do come out, a lot stay quiet. There's just a lot of people that they just cannot handle having the world know that this was a part of, you know, that part of their business. And then you don't have control over what also comes out after that, what other people do, what they find out, who they stalking your, like, it can lead to a bunch of shit. Everybody's gonna be willing to go through that. So a lot keep quiet, and that's something they bank on. They know a lot of them are gonna keep quiet. So if you hear about 10, it's probably like 100. No cap. No cap.
It's 5 already. There has to be more. This little game that Abba was playing the whole entire time is ridiculous. And I hate to say
videos
this,
about morals and values.
Abba came from Ethiopia, okay? And unfortunately, this is what I see from certain people, certain immigrants. I live in Uganda. Once you have some of the unaccountability issues that is in the third world, and I think Abba came to Switzerland first and then the United States. See, Abba's Ethiopian, and the way that they handle conflicts is behind closed doors. It's not out in the open, okay? Many conservative places are like that. The fundamental issue is that a lot of the lack of accountability in certain third world ecosystems, once you get to Switzerland, you get to Canada or the States, you kind of got to adjust your way of doing things. Like I said, Ethiopians kind of have a closed off community, Somalians, Eritreans, stuff like that. Once you get into the other world, where you're outside of that Ethiopian, Eritrean, Djibouti, Somali ecosystem, and you start messing with people outside of that group, and you start to get emboldened thinking that nobody will tell on you because that's what you're used to, well, then you start to get exposed now, because now that ecosystem of whatever you're hiding is now out there. And nobody is loyal to you enough not to expose that. So we're seeing what happened, like Abba's
one bad situation after another.
Ethiopian, behind closed doors, let's handle it, private life. But when you mix it with white women in America, women in Canada, women in the UK that want to see a guy like this who's hurt their feelings come down, there's absolutely nothing that a guy like Preach can do about it. And I feel sorry for Preach. He seems like a nice guy. And Abba's professional or romantic deceitfulness has really carried them afar, because Preach acted aloof the whole time. Oh, I didn't know. Oh, I don't want to hear about that. He never told me. Oh, you got girls? I don't know. Like, you're disinterested in that part. Now you're interested when it's all bad. And before you seemed unbothered about it, but now you're the opposite. So guys, what do you think? It's your boy City Jackson back at it again. Another episode of The Celebrity Junk. Did you follow the YouTube the bill? We're out.
Hey bro, the comment section of this video is hilarious. I'm just gonna say that, leave it there. And you know it is. You know what's popping in the comment section?
Coming out of Red Deer, Alberta.
The field along 30th Avenue in Red Deer was the scene of a brutal attack on Monday, and it was all caught on.
If you haven't heard of them, here's an idea of how they get down on their videos. And by the time I'll be definitely finished, because I'm on my last 2, and I can go use the bathroom and give me some ice, so I could just drink up a whole bunch of ice cold ass water, ice cold ass lemonade. Okay? All right.
Camera. This video obtained by Global News is part of the RCMP investigation. You can see a girl attacked for over 2 minutes, pinned to the ground, being kicked and punched, and having her head slammed down.
There was multiple 911 calls that came in, and from that point, our general duty members responded.
The victim is only 14 and was transported to hospital in non-life-threatening condition. Her alleged attackers, also 14.
All right, so there's some stomping on the head. I'm going to skip that because it's pretty graphic.
Type of violence isn't okay.
The video was uploaded to social media. It's hard to watch for Megan Jacques, who says her daughter was a victim of bullying.
When my daughter was threatened to be jumped, it wasn't just, I'm going to beat you up. It was, I'm gonna kill you. So seeing this it really is triggering.
According to Red Deer RCMP, this is the second incident since May 4th that ended in teens being arrested for aggravated assault.
We've had a significant increase in the last 2 weeks with the types of calls that we've had come in, and in particular these 2 files. Aside from that, there hasn't been any further trends that I'm aware of.
Red Deer Public Schools says its schools are safe and that it is aware of Monday's incident, but it can't go into specific details about the investigation.
But what I can say is that the board and school division is using the highest disciplinary action under the Education Act.
Meaning the accused could be expelled.
Could be?
This is the moral police. Every video.
Yeah, when I saw this story about like 4 or 5 days ago, pretty sure I felt what a lot of you are feeling, which is some anger, some sense of injustice to see. I think nobody's face should look like that. Nobody's face. Look at that. She looked like she did 12 rounds with Mike Tyson, and she wasn't allowed to throw in the towel. And I feel for her. I feel for the mother.
She don't look
I
like
imagine how helpless the mother has to feel seeing her daughter.
He did too much.
Yeah, it's very heartbreaking.
She looked like she did 12 rounds with Mike Tyson. Abba. Unless you showing her as a corpse in a casket, she don't look like she did 12 rounds with Mike Tyson. You're not, come on now. That's how you know this nigga full of shit right there. What the hell?
It could be, we're all thinking of, get these kids out of school. And them being 14, what kind of juvie time are we looking at? We don't know. Likely they're going to be out in not a long time. And some people are going to be very disappointed by that because they want a sense of justice. What do you think when you see this? Preach?
I have a hard time putting myself in the place of the father, of a father that the daughter looks like that when he goes to get her at school. I did not send you to school to look like that when I come to get you. So I have a hard time.
I'm sorry, bro. I hear them differently now. Like this sound and look like bullshit now. It's just, it's like they overdoing it. When was this? Yesterday? They posted this yesterday. Oh, okay. Okay. Are they erasing comments? I gotta know. I'm not seeing anything on his personal shit. They may have hired someone. This is what, if they're a big channel. Listen, a big channel will do this. Hire someone to filter out the comments so they don't even really get seen. Because sometimes somebody might want to type something. If they see really there ain't nobody else doing it, they're going to be like, I'm just going to rock out.
I have a hard time imagining how I would feel if my daughter would look like that when she go back home. Then I got to go to her. I'd go get her out of the hospital, and it's another kid in the school that did that. Ooh. I gotta choose between jail and justice at this point. Like I really, and it's like it's stronger than.
But I can't look at. I cannot look at them.
I can't.
I'm just looking at them right now.
14,
like,
I do not care. I don't give 2 fucks. If that's what you do, you gang up on people and then you do that. If that's what you decide to do at school, I want you to have the same fear. I want you to fear for your life, just for an instant. I do. And I know what I'm saying is very controversial. Oh my God, you're an adult. I don't care. I don't care. I'm gonna feel the same way if it's my daughter that does that to other kid. I want you to fear. If my daughter would go out there and do that to other kids, and I come to find out you did what?
I used to think like that.
You did what? You could call me a whole ass snitch if you want. No, you're going inside. Judge, she needs to learn. I'm gonna feel an extreme amount of failure because I know damn well that's not how the fuck I raised you.
Alba's shaking his head
I
like
raised
this.
you like that for you to do that. Where did you? I'm gonna question. Where did you get this idea that this was okay?
Yeah.
That's what we're doing to people. We're ganging up on people, make their face bloody to a pulp, and sending them to the hospital. That's what we're doing. Holding them down to kick them. If my daughter did that, but you need to feel the wrath of the consequences of your action.
I thought to myself while you're talking, which one would be worse for me? And I think it quite clearly, the one, because like, I imagine the one thing you don't want is that you send your child off into the world and you find out how unsafe the world is to them.
You know what?
When
Alba looks different today. I don't know. Maybe because I don't know. I don't really be looking at these dudes. I listen to them, but I don't need to look at them. And of course, nowadays I don't really look at shit I listen to because I be driving. But I mean, there's nothing to look. There's no pleasant place to place your eyes with these two. Okay. And then me, I'm just analyzing everybody's whole shit. He looks different today in a way. Like his skin looks smooth, or the filter is good, whichever one. I like that shirt. That shirt looks nice. I've never said that, I don't think, about Alba. His hair is, which we're not gonna knock the hair anybody, right? However, it's different. It seems moisturized and I don't know. He looks like he want to be half decent today. Cause most days he look to me, I be like, bro, you're not a little kid on the Sally Struthers commercial. Get your shit together. That's what I see when I look at him, and I just be like, I can't look at dude. I just can't.
Was back
I don't know.
home, terrified and deeply hurt.
But
but then to find out that fear that you have, that your child gave other parents that real life experience, gave other kids that trauma.
Too much curry or something.
Oof. I'd be questioning my whole existence for sure. I don't know.
Yeah,
you see her face. The physical stuff is gonna heal. The mental scars from this, and for the family too, it's the mental aspect that's the most devastating. Because don't forget, they uploaded this video online. They had other kids witnessing and watching her get beat. If you watch back that video, if that girl didn't put her hands over her head when she was getting stomped, she could have died. Go watch that video. That woman is stomping on her head. That level of violence, you can definitely kill somebody like that. And to know that video gets uploaded online so that child can go and relive that. Someone can send it to them whenever they want.
That's crazy.
You've made a lot of places unsafe for her for a very long time.
Crazy.
I know. The pain that's felt from this. And people wonder why the whole self-deletion thing is so crazy. It's like, goddamn, the bullying is crazy. The way that these people weaponize social media to make sure you can never escape it, that it will follow you everywhere, that everyone's going to find out, the added aspect of shame and sharing and virality is disgusting. So I couldn't even begin to tell you how you heal, fix, stop. But, at the end of the day, whoever the parents of the bully are, they got to work with that. Should the kid be expelled? Absolutely. Attempted, was it, I don't remember what they got charged with.
No, that's battery. That is not.
The way she was stomping, that kid can't come back to school. Can't come back. I'm sorry.
No.
And it's not about punishing her. She is a risk and a hazard. She cannot come back to that school. Now, people are talking about punishment. Everyone's talking about how the sentence is going to be too light. And this is probably where I'm going to say the unpopular thing. But I think for a teenager like this, being that they're 14, I don't think the right idea is to go into it with sending them to prison for 25 years.
No, it's not.
At the end of the day, we do want these people to rehabilitate and come back into society. And these developmental years, if they spend it in jail, if they spend it with adults, you're going to pretty much guarantee that these people have no chance at rehab. They're going to go through their developmental years, but in a cage. So, yeah.
I sized up this hat. This was the pattern. I only had a little bit of this fabric. I love this fabric so much. I wanted to make a hat out of it. I made a hat out of it. I probably should have made like a, I don't know, fisherman's hat, like a fedora. 2 different hats, but one of those kind of like with this fabric. But I did a tulip hat. And due to, I think the wig I was wearing was like really poofy and puffy or whatever. So I made the hat a little big. And even so, I still shouldn't have made it that big. But I was like, I'm gonna take the time to take it apart and just trim it and put it back together, because I love this fabric. I've been holding on this fabric for years and I only had like a little small portion of it. So
Maybe what I'm saying is not the best, and I get it because there's a huge sense of injustice. But I don't think we make the world a better place by sending these kids and ensuring that they'll never be decent adults. So, you know, based off whatever the research says in regards to getting these people to be upstanding citizens who pay their dues and stop doing this dumbass shit, go with that. But from what I read up on, sending a 14-year-old to jail for 25 years is not the answer. What do you think?
It's not. And some people are going to say, try them as an adult. I'm like, no. Because they're going to go into adult jail and then you're losing that child.
Yeah. Or even if they go from the juvie to adult pipeline, it's not any better too, because then they only have that experience.
Yep.
And then by the time they're out, they literally have just always lived that. So, I don't know.
From honking vehicles to signs to these blue ribbons, dozens of people have showed up outside of the courthouse to show their support for 14-year-old Rylan Brinston. Now, the teenager is dealing with several injuries, including a potential long-term eye injury after a violent assault. Her family says they are grateful for the community support.
It's overwhelming, but it's really nice to see how many people.
I'm glad I had this crock pot, bro. I had to boil my freaking water. I used my face steamer, and that water got so much chemicals in it. And that's supposed to be distilled water. They put so much stuff in that water, that thing was messing up my steamer. I had to run vinegar through it to clean it, but it was not, it was turning like a rust color looking every time the water was, and had making it spit and everything. I was like, what the hell? So I had to start boiling my water because I don't have my water filters. Now if I get to having to build me a water filter for this damn truck, man, listen, I might as well just move out at this point. Oh, it take a lot. I swear. It take a lot. I'm like, what the hell they putting in this damn water? But we know. We know.
This community care.
Stephanie Rempel says it's been quite the week as her daughter Rylan Brinston recovers from serious injuries.
Very traumatic, to be honest, from the moment I seen her on the ground to the hospital visit to the eye doctor specialist this morning. The whole experience has been very, very traumatic and hard on me. I'm trying to stay strong for my daughter, but it's mentally exhausting.
On Monday, RCMP responded to an assault at a field in the Lancaster area. Video of the teen being attacked circulated online. Today, dozens gathered outside the Red Deer courthouse to call for an end to bullying and to show support to the family. Many showed up wearing blue, Rylan's favorite color.
Well, there's a lot of times where, like, I don't know, the sky calms me, and I thought of that, so that's from what I would think.
2 14-year-olds have been arrested and charged in the attack. Now, Red Deer Public School says that they're looking at possible expulsion for the 2 accused. Now,
all right. So I thought that was cool for the community to do that. And, yeah, I hope she recovers. Anything else from you?
No.
No, it's just a stern answer.
Oh, no, I'm good.
Send me ask the crazy. Cause I should have. I really don't want to ask it. No ice out the machine. I don't know how they got all these placed. Alba and Preach. I'm gonna put in their name, Alba and Preach, and see if anybody else is talking about this. Cause and then the first post they post after that is like about this little girl getting beat up. Hold on, this is the thing of him dancing? My phone has not been wanting to.
Jiggy with it, getting jiggy with it, getting jiggy with it, getting jiggy with it, getting jiggy with it, jiggy with it, getting jiggy with it, jiggy with it, getting jiggy with it.
Hold on,
jiggy with it, getting jiggy with it, jiggy with it, getting 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 jiggy.
Oh, they say
getting jiggy with it, 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 jiggy with it.
They say this is AI. It does look AI-ish. Oh, somebody is on it. He said Alba and Pre should be canceled. Okay.
These two have got to be one of the corniest and goofy YouTubers out there. One is out here looking like a fake Jamaican. The other is out here getting women pregnant and having them get abortions. Alba has gotten not one, not two, but 3 different women pregnant, and 2 of them have had abortions. Alba is out here raw dogging women, telling them that he has low sperm count, meaning that he's not going to be able to have kids. Last time I checked, low sperm count does not mean no sperm count.
Right.
Alba and Preach, dumb and dumber. These two have got to be one of the corniest and goofy YouTubers out there. One is out here looking like a fake Jamaican. The other is out here getting women pregnant and having them get abortions. Alba has gotten not one, not 2, but 3 different women pregnant, and 2 of them have had abortions. Alba is out here raw dogging women, telling them that he has low sperm.
Okay, there's another video of dancing. It's just taking everything so long to learn. Now this look like AI too.
I just want to say Happy Valentine's Day.
This don't look real.
Can you dig that? When arrows don't penetrate. See.
Hold on. Huh?
Can you park straight?
Can I park straight?
Like in one spot, you're in 2 spots.
Okay. Who are you? Where you come from? It don't matter where I'm parked. What? You got plenty of room to park anywhere. You got plenty of room to park regardless of how I'm parked.
That's not the point.
The point is, you don't knock on my door and you got plenty of room. That's the point. Over here trying to be a Karen. Talking about how I'm parked. And it's 2 parking spots right here. And he probably ain't parking. Yeah, you got something like that. And I'm going to let your motherfucking ass know. You don't knock on my goddamn door. What if I sleep? If I sleep, I done came out shooting your ass. I'm going to go get me a water gun anyway. To my car. I park straight. He can park right the fuck over there. Or it's somewhere else on this lot. Knocking on my goddamn door trying to tell me what the fuck to do. You can't park. You can't drive. Look at him. Scared lucky, scared the back. Oh, that's what the fuck it is.
I don't think y'all heard me. I just want to say Happy Valentine's Day.
Don't knock on my door because your ass don't know how to get in a backing spot. Look, he got to back up for your ass.
When arrows don't penetrate.
Look at him. He's still taking out both slots just to get over there. He's all the way over here towards my goddamn truck.
He shoots straight for your heart. Now,
he done fucked up. He done fucked up. Because I'm finna fuck with him now. Don't be scared. It's a truck. Drive that motherfucker. Yeah. Knocking on my goddamn door telling me what the fuck to do. Drive it. Go ahead. Get in there. Look at you. Look at you. Ain't you a big boy? Ain't you?
Can you dig that? When arrows don't penetrate, see.
Fuck out of here.
But that's alright, y'all don't believe in me anyway, but
take that shit somewhere fuckwhere else. Bitch, now I'm finna get out this steering truck for real now.
I don't think y'all heard me.
Come over here and play that Karen shit over here. Like, you won't have an opportunity to tell somebody to move an obstacle when you go somewhere. You're not gonna have the opportunity to go to your shipper and be like, oh, this spot is awkward. Can you get a fucking backhoe and level this shit out and stuff? So, cause you know, that shit is cricket. Oh, they are going off on him. I'm waiting because somebody's gonna pop up. Somebody's gonna do an interview or something. But it's not too many. And you know, the thing is, I was telling them, listen, y'all going in on Aakasha and his girl too hard. Okay, here's one. Oh, Flacco, damn. The way they been going in on no boy and them. Look, he need to get in there because I'm trying to figure out why he's still sitting right here. Because he didn't put that trailer in the hole. So what we talking about? You mean to tell me you're not putting the trailer where it's supposed to be? Alright, now I'm finna carrying his ass. Because he's still sitting there. It's not in there. It's not in there. It's not in there. I'm not parked straight. The last time a nigga came to me,
a car accident, don't call a lawyer. Use this free AI
this motherfucker threatened to shoot me, and I said not one word to his ass.
They called a minor crash. Okay, so a few
I
months
said
ago,
not one word to his ass.
neck pain. My car was totaled.
And from that moment on,
after doctor visits and my bills were piling up, and guess what the insurance company offered me?
You motherfucking niggas come to me with some bullshit out here in these streets, bitch, you gonna meet your match. You gonna meet your match, and I hope like hell you got something on you, boy.
$4,000 for the injury. Like, I was genuinely insulted. That wouldn't even cover my medical bills, let alone get me a new car. Then late one night, scrolling through my phone, I found a video just like this. Not some sketchy ad, not a lawyer begging for clients. It was something genuine.
Not bother me.
An AI-powered legal tool called
If I'm not blocking you,
your average claims
you should knock on my fucking door.
Works like a Harvard
and I'm not blocking you.
It cross-checks your case against over 100,000 past accident settlements to work out the maximum payout. So it matches your accidents to similar accidents, finds the highest payout,
pole.
confuses
You got
them
that
as
trailer
evidence for your
exposed.
claim. So in 30 seconds, it told me I was owed way more than $9,000. Spoiler alert, I got $93,000. So once a qualified Case Connect AI sets you up with a human specialist who gets you what you're legally owed, and it gets you it in weeks. Yes, you heard me correct. Weeks, not months or years like every other person. Firm in weeks. So you don't chase paperwork, you don't deal with adjusters, you just get paid. AI is replacing all, sure. But right now, it's replacing disrespectful lowball offers with real money in your pocket. Don't miss out like I
Actually, y'all, please believe I'm not gonna go out there and start no more shit with that man. I'm just talking shit. I don't know why they determined to play this.
This Apple situation has gotten so much worse, 1,000% worse since we first covered it. His ex-girlfriend / almost baby mama is committed to ruining his life. And with as much commitment as she has, she might be successful. In our first video covering this Alba drama, we covered this video right here, where an ex-girlfriend of Alba dropped a video where she accuses Alba of abandoning her and blocking her where she got pregnant for Alba. Then Alba made his response where he dropped a video where he showed evidence that he told her not to terminate the pregnancy and he wanted to have the baby and he wanted to do this with her, but she scheduled a termination appointment to get rid of the baby about 4 times and changed her mind about having the baby about 9 times. So eventually he got sick and tired of her changing her mind.
If I was in the deep,
he got pissed off at her, he blocked her. And then she would claim that because he blocked her, that ultimately led her to terminating the pregnancy. Abba won round 1, to be honest, of this situation, because once we seen, he told you initially he wanted to have the baby, then you change your mind about 9 times, and then he said, hey, bro, like, you keep taking me through this mental anguish, mental torment. Every time you schedule an appointment to terminate my kid, I'm like depressed. I'm in despair. I keep having to deal with this. You take me on an emotional roller coaster.
The way he
I'm
tried
done
to
with
do,
this.
he's trying to come back through here.
A lot of
so
men
he
understood
a lot back
this
there
and said,
behind me.
I mean, come on.
They got a whole row over there. You're supposed to go through that road to get there.
So
and you want to knock her. It's all kind of reasons why. I can name 5 different damn reasons. 10 reasons why he should have knocked on my door. But you just want to come because you white, motherfucker, and tell some goddamn body what to do.
Second only to Fresh and Fit.
Hey!
Alba really hates Stevie Knight.
Put that trailer in the hole.
So she links up with
What you doing? Put that shit in the hole.
On Alba, aiming right to take a shot at Alba's credibility and expose him as a monster according to her.
Pissed off.
Abba was really.
You could have really park that shit from the. You're not supposed to come from. What if the trucks was all right here? That don't make no sense.
Beat me or like hit me into my nose sled, and he would take that and he would say like, "Oh, you're going to be worse than the mom who raised you," or "You're going to be." Oh, like it's weird that you turned out worse than your mom. I have those screenshots here if you want me to pull that up, but it was stuff like that, and even. After the baby, you saw a lot of that too. He would always remind me that I killed the baby. And he knew how wounded and how hurt I was about it. But he will use anything to make sure that you're in pain, as almost as if he's like satisfied.
As a goddamn driver, you gonna knock on my door on some bullshit.
There's a video he made years ago.
Tell me, my shit ain't straight. Bitch, your ass can't drive.
He recorded the phone call.
You can't park, you can't back.
She said was, oh, this is why your dad left you or abandoned you. And I think his dad already had died at that point. And Abba made a whole video about that. You should never go to that point. But Abba always said stuff like that to me. So I just think it's so interesting. And I felt like he was very cruel during those times. And I was dealing with that with smaller fights and bigger fights.
Here's what I think she learned from round 1. Trying to destroy Abba's career by labeling him a bad person is not gonna work. People wake up and listen to Abba every day. He has a huge audience. People are not gonna take one of their favorite YouTubers out of their rotation or out of their commitment because he was a terrible boyfriend. It's not happening. They don't give a damn. They don't care. However, she learned that, and now in round 2, what she's targeted is Abba's credibility. Now she's saying, hey, here is my proof and my evidence that Abba is not only a bad boyfriend, but he's not somebody you should be listening to because here's why. And that story she just told. Hey, Abba, told y'all he stood on these morals and these principles, and this person did this and this person did that, but he did the same thing to me. Here's proof, right? So her pivoting and attacking Abba's ideology and his credibility, to me, is a smarter strategy opposed to saying, hey, he's a bad person.
People know most of the people they listen to is fake anyway.
People ain't taking Abba's out their daily routine because he hurt your feelings, shorty. Not happening. But when you target his credibility and you affect how people listen to Abba, right? Because even now, like I would say right now, Abba is probably winning, but even now, like if Abba drops a video talking about relationships, you're going to receive and hear, his commentary on relationships a little different because you're now privy to disinformation. She would double down on this strategy by playing this video of Abba critiquing other men, criticizing other men, going off on men who don't take terminating pregnancies seriously. He will say that men who are asking women to get multiple pregnancies terminated, they're wrong, and terminating a pregnancy isn't something you should take lightly. And then she immediately followed through by claiming that she has proof that Abba has asked other women to terminate pregnancies and has abandoned other women who were pregnant by him.
It shouldn't be something you guys take lightly, okay? Abortion should not be some form of birth control that you guys heavily rely on. All right? A lot of you guys are just busting inside of people, no birth control, they're not on birth control, don't care. And then when shit hit the fan, you just looking at the ladies like, yo, take a pill. Go to the clinic. Like, that's an incredibly physically traumatic thing.
I remember this episode
too. It fucks up
and I remember how Priest
hormone
was
for an extended period of time. It has physical ramifications, and it messes with their psyche. If you've never had your hormones completely out of whack, you may never be able to understand. But just casually saying, yo, just take a pill, do this, just get rid of. You guys are asking a lot. Okay? So I'm not saying that you guys can't have conversations about abortion, but the way some of you guys approach it and the way you guys talk about it so flippantly, y'all are so goddamn irresponsible about it. I don't even care if you guys get caught up having to pay child support. Y'all should be a bit more considerate of what you're asking the opposite sex to do in regards to their own body when it comes to abortion.
And then Montreal was a big fight too, where he had kicked me out of his house and I'm pregnant. And I was like stuck out in Montreal.
What did he kick you out the house for?
Yeah, so during that visit, Abba was playing video games for 3 days. And it was just like on top of the video games, on top of like.
Bro, I just realized that's the girl.
And like be a good girlfriend and just hang out outside of the room so he can play his games. And then he says stuff like this. And then I get upset and then I leave the house and I come back. But I do pack my things because I'm like, I'm going to go somewhere else. But I do come back, and I was just like a little angry, so I went to the coffee shop next door. I do come back, and he gets so upset with me. We start fighting again.
The crazy part is I don't even know who that dude is.
Because I left, yeah. And he got so upset, and I was trying to explain to him why I was upset.
But I'm just not thinking about it.
And he just wouldn't hear it. He didn't understand why I was upset.
Either way, you don't come knocking on my door with no bullshit.
When
nigga, this lot is damn near empty, and you knocking on my door. Hell no.
Like, no,
as tired as we be as drivers
to get
and
out
shit.
The house.
Over some shit you don't have to knock on my door for, and then you gonna tell me to get out and do an action.
Why I left?
I gotta work tonight. For all you know, I'm dead ass sleep
and then
up in this
left, and then I start crying, and then he
That's
does the whole
unnecessary. Who the
mocking
fuck
and
is
yelling
you?
and screaming thing, and
he could be the boss though.
He will literally see.
I don't know why he would be driving the truck, but he could be somebody.
And you crying. This is so interesting because I get a DM this morning on Instagram, and I actually find out that Abba was cheating on me that whole time, and I actually found out that
What's her point?
That she was pregnant, and he blocked her, and.
Abba has yet to respond back to this yet, but it looks terrible. It looks bad. But, the first video looked bad. And then Abba responded, and we all thought, oh, he got a point, right? So, just without hearing Abba's response yet, just in my knee-jerk reaction, it looks bad, right? Kicking, your pregnant girlfriend out the house for being moody, it looks terrible. It looks horrible. It looks bad, right? Now, as men, we probably say, bruh, like she got pissed, was playing video games. She left the house, came back and started packing up her bags. So he told her, yeah, you can leave my house. Good. We're men, right? we are men. We probably say, you know, that's a justifiable reaction, however. But Abba's fan base isn't all men, right? Abba still has women who follow him and support him. So he's going to have a tough time explaining this to women because it extends beyond, you know, kicking a pregnant lady out the house. She will say that somebody contacted her and told her, hey, I was pregnant for Abba, around the same time. We were dealing with each other around the same time y'all was dealing with each other. And I got pregnant as well. And when I got pregnant, he abandoned me as well and he blocked me. Now, we haven't heard from Abba yet, so we don't know that story. But 2 women coming out with similar stories looks terrible no matter what it is. It just looks bad. I'm not ready to indict Abba, but it looks bad. And you're going to have a tough time explaining this to the women who follow you because they now see a pattern. But this chick doesn't stop here, okay? She apparently got the other girl on a call. And they broke down how apparently Abba was dealing with both of them at the same time. And she also confirmed, that she was pregnant by Abba. And when Abba abandoned her, she was forced to terminate the pregnancy. Again, we haven't heard Abba's word yet. So take this at face value until we hear Abba's explanation.
Okay, well, I don't know. That's crazy. But, I mean, it's just relationship gossip at the end of the day. And I'm finna go get me some, I use the bathroom, so I'm finna abandon y'all. Okay?
Hey everybody, what we got is
you'll be alright.
Starting a business is never easy, but with GoDaddy,
just think about the time when your daddy went out for milk. You know what I mean?
Hey man, you got this. Create a website that looks like you know what you're doing, even if you don't know what you're doing, because you're using a website that developed a tool